Camp.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down!
Dumping in, wide open net. Too easy right there.
Ollie Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go!
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Pinty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to
Lineups ahead tonight on Morris Sussex.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Big Stage Sports. We've got the Group 1 semifinal down here in South Jersey, and welcome back to Marvin Solmsky Stadium, home of the Glassboro Bulldogs, where it's currently 51 degrees, and that's as good as it's going to get in late November. No question about that. It's beautiful out here, and our game time temperature is brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. So go to ICSHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. And everyone, welcome to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box. Since 1930, Mandelbaum Barrett PC has been a trusted legal partner for all of life's biggest plays. From business deals to personal matters, their experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, they've built enduring relationships across diverse industries, and wherever you are, whatever your legal need, and whether it's personal or professional, Mandelbaum Barrett PC is on your team. So learn more at mblawfirm.com. And now I want to get into our local ad reads, because you know everyone out here sponsors us so well. And first up, we've got Five Guys, today's featured sponsor of the game, with locations all over New Jersey. Order a delicious burger and fresh cut fries while you're watching this game. They only use fresh ground beef. The fries are fresh cut, boardwalk style, and they don't have any freezers in any of their locations. And don't forget about the milkshakes with multiple mix-ins. Next up is GroupSpot. Are you tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized? Meet GroupSpot, the private all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise, so start your group today at groupspat.app. Next up on the list, we got Top Mental Game. Are you struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools the professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. And 2 more coming up. Next, we got Lions and Associates. So NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lions and Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contract so you can focus on winning on and off the field. And last but not least, Zone the Air rings. When your season ends in victory, make it last forever with Zone the Air Championship rings, based right here in New Jersey. The #1 choice for high school championship rings in the Garden State. Memorialize your hashtag ring season with the Zone the Air Championship ring. And now everyone, Burlington City, sectional champions, the Glassboro Bulldogs, sectional champions, taking each other on here in the Group 1 semis. And now I'm working alongside my producer, George White, my camera operator, Luca Barahona, and my color commentator, Max Fountain. Max, how's it going today? How you doing?
Not bad. Can't complain. Good weather. We should have a very good game. Like you said, Burlington City, the Central Jersey sectional champions, and then Glassboro, the South Jersey sectional champions. Should expect a lot of points. 2 high-scoring offenses and 2 really good seasons by both of these teams. Burlington City went 11-1, Glassboro 12-0. Both dominant campaigns.
Yeah, Glassboro, Group 1 state champs overall last year. They're going for a back-to-back. They're trying to get there, and this game can get them to that stage. But I want to dive into a little bit of the journeys of both of these squads, both 1 seeds in Central Jersey and as well alongside in South Jersey. Burlington City, the 1 seed. Last year, they lost in the first round of the sectional playoffs. They smashed that out the window this year, took down Boundbrook 48-0 in the sectional quarterfinals. Then Manville 52-21 in the semis, took down Shore Regional by 8 points, 20-20 to capture a sectional title, avenge themselves last year. In Glassboro, they have not missed a beat from last year. They won Group 1 overall. They're state champs in 2024. This year, 1 seed again, shut out Audubon 41-0, then Salem 35-0, and beat up on Schalich 47-14. They are no joke.
No, they aren't. And they play a lot of old school, hard-nosed football. They're very aggressive on offensive side of the ball. They got Jack O'Connell at the quarterback, has had a really good season. 2,014 passing yards, 35 touchdowns for the air. And then they got the Sabb brothers, Xavier Sabb, Amari Sabb. No joke there. A lot of guys can kind of do it all. This defensive end has multiple guys, 5+ sacks. They're no joke. But Burlington City, very impressive season of their own that they've put together. And they knew it was going to come down to Glassboro. They saw that team in their on the other side of the bracket. It was all about getting to Glassboro. Should have a good game today. The winner of this game is going to take on the winner of Cedar Grove and Butler and the Group 1 final, either at Rutgers or the Meadowlands.
Yeah, Butler and Cedar Grove, both sectional champs last year as well in North Jersey, so that's a rematch game for them as well. But one thing I want to bring up, so yeah, Burlington City, we'll talk about them first. They've had some great wins, 11-0. I mean, they've had 60-0 defeat over Palmyra. They beat Boundbrook 48-0 in the first round of this tournament, and they have a good offense as well as a good defense. They've had some mixed-in games there. So we got to talk about Dante Davis, their focal point of their offense. 2,000 yards on the ground. He averages 175 rushing yards a game.
Yeah, it's going to be impressive to watch him play, and he's going to have to get it going early against a good defensive line up front for the Bulldogs, and it's important for them to establish the run game early on. That will help make things easier when Glassboro has a lot of playmakers of their own on the other side.
And on top of that, not only does Davis have 2,000 rushing yards on the year and 27 scores, he's got a 10.4 100-meter dash, which I ran track in high school. He's insanely, blitzingly fast. It's the NJ number 4 last year, the 4th fastest person in the state of New Jersey. Straight up, that's what that means. And their quarterback, Mason Shancy, 1,500 passing yards, 17 touchdowns. When you have a running back that can lead you like that, it opens up the passing game even more.
They do. They're a run-heavy offense. They design a lot of plays to do what they like, and that's how they get a lot of points. And like you're talking about, you're going for their schedule. They have multiple games, 24 points, 60 points. They're a high-scoring offense, but so is Glassboro, and that's what's going to make this game pretty fun and competitive on both sides of the ball.
No, yeah, with Burlington City as well. I was talking to Coach Booker as well, but we've got the national anthem here. So we'll step aside just for a quick moment.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled or the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box, everyone. I'm Connor Cupid alongside Max Fallon. It's now 6 o'clock. We're getting right underway for the coin toss and everything. But so we talked about the Blue Devils. Now let's switch to the Bulldogs real quick. I want to bring up the first thing, and then I'll let you go. They've scored 35 points against every single team at least this year. and they've only let 4 teams score on them. I want to bring that up and emphasize they've only let 4 teams score points on them. 8 shutouts.
Absolutely insane, and they continued over from last year where it was a lot of the similar stuff, and they got just so many different guys who can make plays on both sides of the ball. And like you said, you were talking about their offense. They averaged 377.7 yards per game. That's insane, just under 400 yards per game. And then on the defensive end, they're going to make things difficult because up front, their defensive line is one of the best in the state. They might be a Group 1 school, but they got players, and they can do it all.
They got players, and as we can see, Glassboro will be kicking first. So that is, in fact, number 19, Sal Escrow, to kick this one off. And deep to receive is Malachi Sadler, who Coach Booker described as his Swiss Army knife. He has over 600 receiving yards. He's got 3 picks this year. He's the kick returner, the punt returner. He does it all.
Yeah, and especially see for Burlington City if they run the ball on first down, which I would expect them to do so, start establishing that, and then go from there. But Glassboro's defense is not going to make things easy. We'll see how this flow goes on early throughout, but I would expect a lot of points between these two sides.
So we've got Javen Raspberry deep as well. He's got 700 receiving yards on the year. They're both deep to return the kick, and it will, in fact, be Sadler. And the Gunners of Glassboro don't even let him get to the 20. And that's how you start a football game.
It sure is. That's great special teams coverage downfield, little of a short kick. They knew he was out and running, and they stopped the run. And good heads-up play on that special teams. And like you said, the Gunner coming right out of the gate. 2 guys there for Glassboro to be able to stop the kickoff return.
So now they will set up shop on the 17-yard line, where we will be sure, the 18-yard line, where we're sure to see Dante Davis take control and get involved in this football game early on.
Yeah, and I would expect it on first down early. Establishing that run, getting things going early on is going to be huge for this Blue Devils side.
1st and 10 in the shotgun. Mason Shancy, handoff. It's Davis, first play. And I believe he's tripped up there by number 21, JoJo DeLise.
Yeah, and JoJo DeLise is a two-way player, too. He's very their leading runner on offense, but also can do it on the defensive side of the ball. And a couple yards there on the pickup, and only gave him 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up for Burlington City. But like we said, we expected Davis to get that first carry of the game.
Very nice defensive play, but now we move on here. 2nd down. Again, you're talking about a team that only let 4 teams score on them.
Yeah.
Points, period. So Burlington City has their hands cut out for them. Both these teams are sectional champs. And here is Dante Davis. And look at him move. Look at him run. Yeah, Rebel ahead for a first down, getting past the 30.
We'll see if that's coming back, though. There is a penalty marker. So it might be coming back, but Dante Davis had a huge hole of running out to that right side and got a good angle on it. We'll see if it comes back. It looks like it's going to be on the offense.
Yeah, it is coming right back. So that's an unfortunate break right there for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and two, we're going back. When you're playing a team like Glassboro, especially on the road, you know they won the state final last year. You got to limit those mistakes and early on, and that was a huge play negated due to a holding call.
So now we're backed up all the way to 2nd down and what looks to be 17 or 18, I believe. Ball appears to be on the 8-yard line. Shancy in the gun, screen pass, going to the, I believe that's Raspberry, and he's got nowhere to go.
It was Raspberry, and yeah, they tried the screen game, and that's what they do a lot because they have guys who can run out and run, and just didn't work that time. And Glassboro defense kind of making good reads right now to get there first and to be able to stop those short passes and the run. 3rd down and 19 coming up.
It might be a little closer than that.
Yeah.
From here, it's looking like a 3rd and We already have a timeout early in this game for Burlington City to talk it over with 10:03 remaining in the first quarter. So we will step aside for a quick break right here on Big State Sports.
Craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box, everyone. I'm Connor Cupid alongside Max Fountain. We've got Burlington City, the Central Jersey sectional champs of Group 1, taking on Glassboro, the Bulldogs, the South Jersey sectional champs of Group 1, for a trip to the state title game.
Yeah, and a big 3rd and long coming up here for Burlington City early in this game on their first drive. We'll see if they're able to convert, but Glassboro's defense has looked good early and making a lot of physical plays up front.
And one thing I love that they since 2022, they've let Jersey sectional champions play each other now. Here is a pass deep, looking for his man, and he cannot find Malachi Sadler.
Yeah, it was good coverage there by David Barr outside for Glassboro. A little underthrown there, but a good idea, nothing less. And they tried to go deep on that play, which we haven't seen that early on, trying to get something going on offense, but a good hold by the Glassboro defense, and it'll be forced to punt.
So they're going to punt this ball away, and deep to receive is number 3, Amari Saab, who is fantastic. An unbelievable athlete on this team, rushing and receiving.
Yeah, he's quick. We'll see what he's able to do here if it even gets to him.
Very short punt, goes nowhere, but takes a nice bounce at least. Gets to the 47, it's going to bounce ahead, but initial air height wasn't so strong there. Here come the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and here come the Bulldogs offense, like you said. It starts with Jack O'Connell, who's a very strong quarterback in his senior year for Glassboro, and then obviously Xavier Saab, Amari Saab, and then Jojo DeLeese. They got a lot of guys who can do it all. And kind of going back to Burlington City's offense, I like that play by Shanzi to throw it deep. Just got to connect a little bit better, but good coverage by Barr for Glassboro.
So now here's the first play of the scrimmage. Jack O'Connell, the quarterback, gives it up right there. Saab, and what a run! First play, breaks right ahead, dragged down by Donato Pero.
Yeah,
but look at that run.
We're going to see that a lot, Connor. That's what they like to do, and we're going to take another look at it and hand off. Yeah, just a quick pitch out to Amari Saab right on that right side, and he had room to run and picks up a huge first down for that Bulldogs offense.
So great field position, better than anything Burlington City's had thus far. They're inside the 40 already. Here's a handoff up the middle. That one's Devon Barr. And Barr bouncing off tacklers. Here goes Barr, another fresh set of downs. And they keep on pushing, only 2 plays in.
They keep on pushing that train ahead, and whether it's Saab, it's Barr, multiple guys getting down, and Barr was on that coverage on their Burlington City's offensive drive. Multiple players who can play both sides of the ball. Gives Glassboro a lot of flexibility what they can do in their system.
An incredible amount of flexibility. They have so many playmakers. The Saab brothers, Mackay Parker, they have everything they could need on an offense.
They do. And we haven't even seen Mackay Parker involved too, has 825 receiving yards, 13 touchdowns.
And here is Jack O'Connell. Handoff once again, Amari Saab up the middle.
Yeah, and again,
he's going to pick up 8 or something, 7 or 8 there.
And that's what I'm saying. It's continuous. They're picking up positive yardage after positive yardage. Burlington City wants to make sure that they can't fall into an early hole, because this Glassboro team, like you said, they don't give up a lot of points.
No, they do not one bit. If you look at the numbers, you'll find that lesson out real fast.
Yeah. Glassboro taking their time. They're in no rush here to get the playbook organized.
Looks to be a 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, I would. They got 2 wide receivers deep to the outside.
Here's O'Connell, handoff, Parks. Once more it's Saab, and he gets dragged down. That's a nice tackle by number 7, Dante Davis, and that's much needed.
Yeah, Dante Davis made a huge tackle because I think Saab was out to the outside and gone on that play. So huge tackle there by Davis, and now brings up a 3rd and 2. If you can hold them to 3 or hold them here, it'll be huge for this game moving forward.
The line to gain appears to be the 10, and right now the referee spotted at, I believe, the 13. So 3rd and 3 coming up off the 1-yard TFL.
Yeah, it was a 1-yard loss there on the play. Made a really good open field tackle.
So here is Jack O'Connell under center. Fakes the handoff, going over the middle, and that is almost picked off. A nice pass deflection right there coming from Sadler to get in the way and break that one up.
Yeah, Sadler came out from the outside. He had to come back to make a play on that ball. Almost picked, but important to get a hand on it. Now 4th and 4, decision time coming up here for the Bulldogs. It looks like they're going to go for it.
My goodness, to get this gutsy in a game like this off rip. And I mean, you have, if they don't convert, they do pin them deep inside their own 20. So it's not a terrible idea to go for it here. And if you trust your offense, which they certainly do, and it's a gamble.
Yeah, and a good job by Burlington City kind of standing strong here after going down, huge downfield.
This would be huge for the Blue Devils if they pull this one off. This one's a pitch outside. There is, in fact, 2 flags coming. And on top of the 2 flags, I don't believe he got there either.
I don't think he did. I think Burlington City stopped there, and I think...
Look at Tavion Miller making a huge tackle.
Yeah, looking at it again. No, he was short.
And on top of that being short, both teams are switching sides already. So it's definitely flags against Glassboro.
I think it was illegal motion. Yeah, a false start. Yep.
An illegal formation decline, of course, because get the ball back. So a huge stop for the Blue Devils defense.
Sure was. Impressive. And Glassboro was marching downfield. Looks like they were going to capitalize off of it. But the Blue Devils stand strong. They didn't lose their grip. That was a huge pass deflection there by Davis. And just everybody marking their man. Great defense by the Blue Devils.
So now they have 1st and 10, Mason Chansey. What can we see out of the quarterback? Got 3 wide receivers lined up to his left. Javen Raspberry, Tavion Miller, Donato Pero.
Yeah,
my mistake is actually Malachi Sadler, and it's 4 over there. They're going deep once again. He's wide open, trying to find Davis, can't get him. Amari Saab, big pass deflection right there.
Yeah, Amari Saab made a great play. The comeback around, great coverage. That was a really good throw by Chansey. Just a better play on the ball by Saab there.
Fantastic ball placement, and you got 2 sectional champion quarterbacks. They're not going to be any slouches, but they have to go to Dante Davis, get him involved early. He's your focal point. That is your guy who's got 2,000 yards in a season.
Yeah.
Give him the ball like he feels it.
Absolutely, Connor, and good point you made. And they got plenty of options. We'll see what they're going to draw up here, and now 2nd down to work with.
They've got the tight end Caleb Hilton Ingram, dealing like an extra O-lineman every play, and this time they do give it to Davis, but he's crushed immediately. My goodness. What a stop. Number 21, Jojo DeLeese with the biggest tackle for loss you're going to see.
Man, and watch it. I want to take another look at this as he came out like, look at him. He comes out of a lightning bolt right there, makes that tackle. That is an impressive play. Using his speed, made a great angle to come off the ball, make that stop.
It's about a 6 or 7 yard TFL right there, because now they've backed up 3rd and either 17, I believe.
Yeah, this is going to bring up a 3rd and long and make things more difficult for Chansey. I would wonder if they drop a screen here to try and get some
punting yardage.
Yeah.
They're not going for it. Chansey's going to go for it. Oh, he's trying to find his man. It's over the head of Sadler. So they're going to have to punt once more.
Yeah, and Xavier Saab was there in coverage. Davon Barr was there in coverage. And Chansey's really trying to establish that deep ball. Just hasn't been working so far, Connor.
And now the punter coming back out. once more to send this thing deep, and it is, in fact, Amari Saab deep to receive.
Yeah, we'll see if it's another short punt too. Glassboro is gonna get good field position here as they're deep in their end zone.
I believe it's Rashad Newkirk punting, and you know, Coach Booker says he's their best all-around athlete. Rashad Newkirk, he said, the number 2 running back on the team, so he gets those second reps behind Dante Davis. He's on the D-line. He's a starter back there, and he also the kicker and the punter.
Yeah, and you can kind of do it. You can kind of do it all. Give a lot of flexibility, and Glassboro has a lot of that as well. So when you have those guys who can play a lot of different positions, it gives your coach a lot of recipes to work with. And ball's going to be at around the 45 roughly in Burlington City territory.
Let's see what number. Yes, they are going to give him at the 45, and now one more. I've seen, what, 3 drives so far? I'm losing count. 3 drives.
Yeah, 2 by Burlington City.
2 punts and a turnover on downs thus far.
Glassboro.
So here's drive number 4.
Yeah, Glassboro City, like we saw at Glassboro on their first drive, we saw they were driving. They just couldn't get it in the end zone and left with no points.
Here's Jack O'Connell. It's a handoff up the middle. DeLeese, nice push from the O-line. I want to give them a shout-out right now. Amon Wright at left tackle. Ryan Despensa, he's got left guard. They got Jace Grays up the middle playing center. Brandon Simmons Jr. is the right guard. Dorian Kelsey, the right tackle. All 5 of these guys, some of them two-way players as well.
Yeah, and it helps when you get a good hole from your offensive line in the running game. And that's what Glassboro's kind of getting right now and picking up those extra yards. But Jojo DeLeese, who had the carry, he made that impressive play on defense. So two-way player, which Glassboro has multiple.
Next play going up the middle for a first down. That's DeLeese once more.
Yeah, right on cue. Give the hot hand. The ball had a good hole. Got the first down, and good extra push again once by this offensive line. And they're just moving those chains, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize and get some points out of it. As that clock continues to tick, we'll see if Glassboro is the first to put on some points here in Glassboro, New Jersey.
Hands off once more up the middle, and they're having a great rushing attack right now. Haven't thrown the ball once on this drive, but they haven't needed to. They're gaining more than 5 a play.
Haven't needed to is the right word to put it, because the running game is working, and why stop it if it's not working? And they got to continue to establish that run, and that's what they're doing right now, and it's working. And it's been all Jojo DeLeese on this drive for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 3 straight carries. DeLeese has all 3 of them thus far to start off.
Absolutely.
O'Connell, hands off. This time I believe we get a switch up of pace. That's Devon Barr right there. And pushing ahead, not going to be enough. Maybe a gain of 1. So we've got second down at 3 coming up.
Tried to get an extra push there, but Burlington City's defensive line wouldn't let that happen. So they're probably starting to figure out what Glassboro's doing right now. It's run, run, run. They're probably going to expect another run here, but I would look for the pass to see if Glassboro can kind of open up that playbook and go a little bit downfield. See what Glassboro draws up here on a huge 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3, and they do have O'Connell in the gun.
Ooh.
And there is a false start, I believe. Let's see what it is, or is it an offsides?
Yeah, I think they got them on the hard count.
You love it if you see it right there. Fresh set of downs and a killer for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and it's just simply they got them on the hard count, got them to jump. We see teams do it all the time, and Burlington City's just got to learn not to fall for that and just keep your feet set. And now it's a fresh set of downs, like you said, Connor. And 1st and 10, much more manageable now for the Bulldogs as they're driving once yet again.
1st and 10, O'Connell, hands off. Barr up the middle. Barr bounces it outside, still on his feet, breaks it out, upfield he goes. Look at this run, Devon Barr. Incredible play right there and keeps it moving.
Yeah, he kept those feet moving. We're gonna take another look at it. He went out, started up the middle, went out to the right side, made one man miss, made a second man miss, and just right up to that outside. Kept those feet running, and a good, nice chunk of yardage there on the run. Great run by Barr.
Barr's got offers from Syracuse and Rhode Island thus far. And his offensive line in front of him also got D1 offers and some commits, actually. Jace Gray's the center going to Monmouth. You'll see him out there right by the beach. And then the right guard, Brandon Simmons, going to Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys committed, others, and a lot of guys with offers too. Xavier Sabb, Amari Sabb, got a whole list.
Yeah, Amari Sabb has over 30 schools. Xavier Sabb, both of the boys have over 30 offers.
They do.
And here's a handoff once again up the middle. It's Sabb. Gets inside the 5.
Yeah. Amari Sabb got the handoff, but a little extracurriculars after the play. No flags thrown, but a little of an extra push or two by each side. But yeah, Amari Sabb, they're going to give the ball a lot to him. Xavier Sabb can be used in a lot of different ways. We're going to be calling them their names a lot tonight.
They have offers from Alabama, offers from Oregon. It's honestly too many to count.
Yeah, way too many. 30 plus.
Once again, Sabb up the middle. He's going to find the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The first points of the game with a minute 13 remaining in the first quarter. It's Amari Sabb finding the end zone.
Yeah, just simple handoff. Amari Sabb got an extra push, found his way into the end zone. This crowd in Glassboro is starting to get ruckus. They've been loud all night, just waiting for the right time to cheer. But a great run, great drive by the Glassboro Bulldogs offense, and it really was just the running game. We didn't see much of that passing game at all by Jack O'Connell.
So now the PAT coming, unless they decide to go for 2 here, which exactly looks like what they're going to do.
They do that a lot. They have the offense to do it, and they really don't kick a lot, if at all, throughout this season. And we'll see what they draw up here on the recipe board.
Sabb, direct snap. Amari Sabb breaks it outside. Can he get to the end zone? He might have reached over the plane, and they give it to him. He's got the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and Sabb got around Dante Davis, tried to give him a little bit of stiff arm, just too much strength. We're taking another look at it. Yeah, just got out to the outside. Maybe even gave a little stiff arm. Just got the ball over the pylon, and that is a great call by Glassboro and head coach.
That's Timmy Breaker right there.
Yeah, exactly. Head coach Breaker there for Glassboro, and I love that direct snap because Sabb has so much speed, and once he got out to the outside, it was over.
Over, and finally the scoreless tie is over as well. 1:13 remaining here in the first quarter. So what does Burlington City, how do they respond after this one? They haven't even had much success with running the ball. They've had just 1 first down, I believe.
They've ran the ball a lot. They've thrown the ball a lot, which is completely surprising because they're a run-established offense, and we saw Dante Davis early on that drive wasn't really working. I wonder if they go back to that or they try and get Shanty's passing game going, who's more than capable of doing so.
And here's Mekhi Parker to kick off. He's got offers from Penn State, Rutgers, Syracuse, 7 more on top of that.
There's multiple guys on this team who have multiple offers, like you said.
My mistake. Parker is not doing the kickoff. That is Sadler returning that one inside the 15. And Sadler tries to bounce it outside. And a nice tackle by the Gunners right there. Moses Robles making a big stop.
Yeah, Moses Robles was there. Serrano was there, who's got
Maurice
7.
Davis Jr.
Serrano's got 7 sacks on the defensive end, so he's more than capable of getting out there as a gunner in special teams. They got so many options out there, and the special teams has just been on point from the get-go. Just those gunners getting out, and we saw it on the first very play of this game, and just athleticism coming to the occasion tonight.
I love when gunners get their moment to shine. I know
so
some
nice.
of these guys that are starters on defense also play gunner, but when the true gunners get their moment, it's great.
Yeah,
and right now Mason Chansey is lined up outside at receiver for Burlington City.
They do this too. They do a little of the trickery plays.
So there's Davis with the direct snap in the Wildcat. Dante Davis trying to break it outside. A nice run. Davis going to get it about 5, maybe even 6.
Yeah, Davis got out to the outside quick. I think that was a design play. Take the handoff, try and get out to that right side, which he did. Got 6 yards, like you said, or so, and huge to get that running game established. And looks like there's going to be an injury timeout here.
Got some whistles, not quite sure what the deal is.
Looks like there's an injured player on Burlington City on their sideline.
So we'll take a quick break while they tend to that.
NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett press box. We got a minute and a second left in the Group 1 semifinals. This South Jersey semifinals between Glassboro and Burlington City. 8-0 Glassboro leads. Connor Cupid alongside Max Fountain. And one thing I want to highlight here, the Burlington City offensive line. These guys are going to be huge in making sure this thing works because this Glassboro defense has only let 4 teams score on them all year. And this O-line needs to get moving here and start getting a good push up front.
They sure do, and that defensive line is tough, and when you have the Saab brothers out to the outside too, it makes things more difficult on the passing game as well.
So there's a handoff that goes nowhere right there because number 10, Junior Serrano, is in on the stop.
Yeah, we pointed out Serrano on that special teams play as well. He's such a great defensive-minded player. Really has 7 sacks on the year, can kind of do it all. Great at stopping that run as well.
Serrano with a huge tackle for loss, and now we're talking 3rd and 11 here. So just as I mentioned, that Blue Devils offensive line, you've got those guys up front, Alconte Lincoln, Kyra Hilton, Franklin Zion Sadler, Caleb Tum-Sade, you've even got Malachi Ferranto up front. Those 5 need a good push. They need a good push to avoid plays just like that. And even Caleb Hilton Ingram playing tight end on the edge.
Yeah, they do. They need a push up front. We'll see if they're able to get it going with these last seconds of the first quarter remaining.
They may get one play off. Here's Chansey looking deep once more. No one's in the area. It's picked off. Amari Saab follows the ball all the way. It was going straight to him, and he's got one.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at it. You can see it coming from a mile away. Saab right there, and he was looking for his receiver, Sadler, just never reached him. And Amari Saab's just great in coverage. Read that ball like a book and came off with the interception in a timely moment.
The 5'9", 170-pounder certainly doesn't play like it right there. Getting up top, making big plays, scoring, got an interception, a pass deflection. He's done it all.
Yeah, and a little bit dangerous throw there from Chansey, throwing it directly in coverage. Just couldn't find Sandler on the out route and just looking to go deep and just couldn't get that thing going. And, you know, Saab is so good, such a good offensive player, but he's also so underrated when he's in coverage and makes a huge play on the ball for the Glassboro Bulldogs defense, who now take over.
This looks to be some trickery as well. O'Connell's on the sideline right now, so this is a direct snap and wildcat to Mekhi Parker. And Parker's going to pick up just a couple at the buzzer of the quarter. He's tackled by Donato Pero, but that's the end of the first quarter here at Marvin Slomsky Stadium. Glassboro up 8-0 in the Group 1 semifinal. Connor Cupid will be right back with second quarter action once the teams flip the field.
And you're watching Big State Sports.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature. That is good. Who installed the system? ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth here on Big State Sports. Connor Cupin alongside Max Fountain and company. 8-0 Glassboro. Max, talk to me about yourself for a minute there. How many games have you done this season? Is this your first one of the year? Have you been going crazy on color?
This is my 6th game of the season for Big State Sports. Yeah, it's hard as this is actually my neighborhood. I go to Rowan and call a lot of games over there, and it's tough to get over here, but I've called as many as I could, and all on color. Color's my bread and butter, but I like calling play-by-play as well. But I feel I'm better at analyzing than describing the picture of that's going on.
That's what you're saying. So you got that NJAC sports action going on there. I went to Montclair. I completely understand that. The Breakfast Bowl.
Yeah, and it's a lot action-packed season, NJAC sports, especially down here in Glassboro.
No question about that. Here is O'Connell now back on the field for this play. Going left. He's got his man wide open. It goes through the hands of Xavier Sabb.
Yeah, and, I think Xavier Sabb has turned around, had to come back to the ball. A little of a tough play there, a little of a tough throw there from O'Connell. But that was we haven't seen much of Xavier Sabb in this game, which is a little surprising. Looking to get that connection going. Just couldn't connect on the play. I like the idea, just, a little bit better throw needed there from O'Connell, but not the worst throw I've seen. A little of a miscommunication.
They're taking Avion Warfield off and bringing in Riley Brown to Spencer. Now here is the fake snap there, handoff up the middle. What a run right there. It's JoJo DeLise, and there's a late flag at the very end of this one. Let's see what that one is.
Yeah, we'll see what it is. A little bit. JoJo DeLise has had a great game. We'll see what this call is, but that was a great run. We'll see what happens here, though. Referee's talking it over, so a little of a confusion here.
Let's see what they decide to do here. Both little zebra conversation in the middle. I made this joke with Christian on air last year, and he found it hilarious for about a few minutes. It was like something about what if the refs are just talking about what are they going to get for dinner after the game or something every time they just huddle up and they're not actually talking about what.
Could be that. It's going to
be a hold instead.
Yes, those are tricky. And we've seen 2 of those called each by one team where we've seen those big runs. They've just been negated due to a holding call, JoJo DeLise, but that was a great run out to the outside, and we've seen him done it all game, but it's going to come back, like you said, and they've added time onto the clock, too, because I'm pretty sure it was running. It's going to be 11:45 now in this second quarter. But kind of the first 3rd and long situation like we've seen like this out of the Bulldogs offense. We'll see how they handle it, Connor.
So now 3rd down and 10, 11:45 remaining in the half. O'Connell, hands off up the middle. Once again, Sabb, he's got one man to beat. What a block downfield, Makai Parker.
Yeah, Makai Parker using that 6'4" frame out there to get there on the outside and picks up a huge first down. Amari Sabb got there with the help of the block. And again, establishing that run. It's been so run-heavy offense for this Bulldogs offense, which we haven't seen much of the passing game yet so far.
They don't need to. Now across midfield, inside the 40. Fresh set of downs once more. Out wider, Xavier Sabb and Makai Parker.
I would expect them to do the same thing here on the run.
They're going to go play action here. Going deep, trying to find Makai Parker in double coverage. That would jump ball. It might be intercepted. Let's see. Malachi Sadler's got it, and that's huge for Burlington City.
Yeah, and we're going to see it here on the deep shot, and O'Connell looking out deep. I believe he was looking for Parker. Yep, it just a jump 50-50 ball, and Sadler came up with it. Not a bad throw there by O'Connell, just Sadler got the better of the play.
So now, nice interception, but they're down at the 4.
Yeah.
So they're pinned real deep.
They are, but it was a huge interception to limit the amount of points with Bulldogs already up 8-0, and we got a tight one here, and Burlington City is way more than capable of getting on the board here, and they've looked impressive so far. I really like how their defense has, you know, Glassboro had that one touchdown, but I'd say that they've been looking really good. We'll see what Burlington City does here. Maybe a run to get out of their end zone.
Got to run first. Got to give him a shot. Mason Shancy is going to throw the ball instead over the middle, and he's got his man, number 22, Malachi Sadler, once more.
That helps. Not the play call I thought they were going to go with, but he got Sadler out to the outside, and to pick up a couple yards is important because they were pinned so far deep. They needed to get out of that end zone. They sure did. Maybe you got about 4 or 5 yards there.
Looks like about 7, honestly. So we've got 2nd down and 3 coming up.
He gave him a good spot.
Same formation as last play. Here's Shancy. This time it is a handoff, and this one's going to go nowhere. That Bulldogs defense right up in front making plays.
They've been doing that all game, and they've watched the film. They've seen what they've been doing, and to be able to stop that run.
Let's see if we can see who got in on that play there.
Yeah, and just a couple jerseys out in front there to be able to stop the run. Now 3rd and 5 there, as it was a loss of 2. So huge 3rd and 5 coming up for Burlington City. They just got to get that 1st down and, you know, move those chains and then go from there.
3rd and 5 once more, and they need it desperately, or else they're pinned deep and have to punt from their own end zone once more.
Yeah.
Mason Shancy dropping back, getting rushed immediately, gets the ball out, but there's nowhere to go with it. What a pass rush right there from Maurice Davis Jr., one of the better players on this Glassboro squad. We're talking about a guy on this defense that does not quit at all. He's got 2 forced fumbles to his name. He's also 13 sacks to his name, and he's just a monster.
I mean, 13 sacks tells the whole story right there, and came out off a flash and great pressure and almost got the sack, and Shancy was forced to throw out quick and just nowhere to go.
Newkirk punts it over the middle, and it's going to be fielded. Oh, it's muffed right there, but he falls on it at the last second. Man, Xavier Sabb able to get on top of it, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully indeed, and that could have been a crisis averted there for the Bulldogs, and they're going to get good field position here, and actually took a really nice roll that might have impacted the punt that was muffed, but Glassboro gets it back, and we'll see if they're able to extend their lead.
9:03 to go here in the half.
Fans are asking to run the ball here.
Let's see, that makes sense. I'd agree, and they do run it. Amari Sabb breaking it outside. Sabb, there is a flag down, but Sabb's going to pick up a ton of yardage, maybe like 10 there.
Yeah,
but let's see what the flag is.
We'll see if it's coming back. I have a feeling it is. I'm not going to make assumptions here.
You have to imagine, though, with a run play, it usually is a hold.
They're already moving back, too. We'll see, though. They're taking a little time. They've been taking a lot of time to make these calls tonight. Yeah, it is. It is.
Dorian Kelsey, the right tackle, just headed to the sideline, and Yasin Hamilton is now in the game.
Yeah, it was a hold on the offense, so it moved them back. But yeah, that was a good play call. Would have been a first down if not for the hold. Now it's going to bring up a 1st and 20, so makes things a little more difficult.
Saab on the sideline. So Amari Saab on the sideline, O'Connell in there. Let's see where they elect to go on this 1st and 20.
It's been a lot of Jojo DeLeese, so we'll see if he's involved on this drive.
In the backfield, they do have, in fact, DeLeese, and he will get it. First carry up the middle, going to gain back 5, I believe. No, not even. Looks like 4.
Yeah, got a couple of yards back from that penalty. Not all of it, but again, 2nd and 15, gave him 5 yards.
Let's see where they spotted. So they're going to do it 2nd and 16. They're going to run it here, yeah.
It's tough because
Yeah, the spots and everything, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And we hear the PA announcer call it a little differently, but it is going to bring up a 2nd and 16, like you said, and I would expect another run here. It's been working, and especially with Jojo DeLeese in the backfield.
O'Connell in the gun, little pistol action here now, and there is a flag once again. A false start, I believe. Yes, so now here comes 2nd and 21.
Yeah, just mistakes. Those penalties piling up a little bit right here, just not being so disciplined, and Glassboro's got to clean that up. As Burlington City, they're playing well right now. They're hanging around. 8-0, a lot of game left. I've been impressed by Burlington City so far and how they've come up and to this huge task. And Glassboro on a little bit of a funzie here, trying to figure things out, and they're overcomplicating it a little bit right now for themselves.
And there's a jump right there on the edge, but they don't call it right there in the handoff once again. Nice run, DeLeese. Going to get to the 49, so once again, that's the last spot of the ball. So 3rd, I believe, and 16 coming up.
Yeah, Michael Marsh hit him, made a huge hit, too, on DeLeese, able to be okay, but Marsh came out.
And I believe it was Marsh that jumped as well and almost caused the offsides.
That was the play you were talking about, a little of a no call there, but Marsh making good heads-up awareness plays here, and that was a good tackle. Now 3rd and 16, so difficult play here. We'll see what they draw up here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a deep shot here because the run hasn't been working.
So now 3rd down and 16. Bleachers filling over here in Glassboro as much as they can right here. Here's O'Connell. Back it up. He's got all day to throw. Nice offensive line holding. Boom, downfield. Let's see where this one ends up. It's into the arm, though, and on the ground. Almost Mekhi Parker. But now with the 4th and 16, you got to imagine punt coming here.
Yeah, definitely. 4th and 16 coming up. That was a great throw there by O'Connell. Kind of thrown it into triple coverage there, but I like the throw. Is on target. Mekhi Parker had it, just couldn't hold on to it in the end. But like we said, I expected a passing play. They sure did it. Had great protection up front, like you noted, and just couldn't come on top with the catch.
So Malachi Sadler and Dante Davis, they're running with 2 punt returners here on this one. And Jack O'Connell, the quarterback, is also the punter. O'Connell sends it deep, and it's going to be Davis going to grab it. He's not going to fair catch. He's going to have to return this one. Shakes one man, keeps it going upfield, and he gets rocked, and he's still on his feet. Wow, he stays up after all that, gets to the 20.
Yeah, I don't know how he stayed on his feet after that first missed tackle to get a couple extra yards. That was a great punt, by the way. By O'Connell, and good special teams so far by Glassboro.
Flips the field solidly, and now Burlington City has 6:27 to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, they gotta go downfield. Hasn't been a lot of big plays on the offense by the Blue Devils, and we'll see. To get that offense going, you got to get it going, or Glassboro's going to eventually find a way to burn out this defense.
1st and 10 from the 20. I don't believe Burlington City's even crossed midfield yet.
They have not. Yeah, they've really been in their own end zone.
Shancy Hands it off. Davis trying to go up the middle, and he can't get much, but it's going to be a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
They might have to change things a little bit. They know Davis is one of the best running backs in the area and in the state. He does it a lot. He's had a great season, and it's not working right now, and they got to change up the playbook a little bit. Glassboro's defense line is just too good, and they read all those run design plays.
And we have an injury timeout right here. Walking off onto the field under his own power. They'll be all right. So play will resume very, very shortly for Glassboro as they make one substitution.
Yo, you're going to go sit someplace else. You can keep on moving. Stop moving. That was them. I moved. No, you're all annoying as hell.
And big play coming up here for Burlington City. Got to get the offense going. It's been a little stagnant right now, and just feels this is their system, and it's just not working for the Blue Devils.
I believe it's the number 54 of Ryan Dispenza on the sideline there, and Dante Davis up the middle, trying to find some room to go, but he can't.
No, and that was Devon Barr on the stop. And
a flag after the play.
Yeah, I was watching it again. Yeah, Devon Barr was up there up front. There were a couple of guys there for Glassboro. He was the last one to finish it. There is a penalty call coming here.
Let's see what it is. It's going to be a personal foul against the defense. So big for Burlington City. Going to give him 15 tacked on to the top of it. And now the ball is set up at the 38, I believe, or 37, sorry.
They catch a huge break here, Connor, and where the offense hasn't been moving the ball much, they get some extra yardage because of that penalty call. And now let's see if they can build onto it.
Yeah, ball at the 38-yard line. Shancy in the shotgun. Everyone spreads out, roll out. He's got pressure already. Shancy gets rid of it, and that one ends up. Is it a pick? What an interception, if that is, by number 7, Kenny Johnson. Let's see what the refs call it.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to call it incomplete.
They're calling it incomplete, and Glassboro's entire sideline not reacting like they're disappointed about it, so they probably tried to get away with one there, but
yeah,
they don't get it, yeah.
That was tough. It looked like it hit the ground at the end. Kenny Johnson almost made a really good play there for Glassboro's defense, and that was Shancy had to roll out to his right, just couldn't get enough air on that throw, finding his wide receiver in stride, and Johnson nearly came up with that interception for the Bulldogs defense.
So now 5:18 remaining here in the half. 2nd and 10 after the interception scare right there.
Burlington City will take that, see how they respond.
Shancy gonna hand off Davis, and Davis has nowhere to move right there. He's brought down for no gain, it looks like.
Yeah, they got Dorian Kelsey, who has 11 sacks on the season for that Bulldogs defense. I feel like we've been saying multiple guys over 10 sacks, but it's true. And great defensive end there and on that line, and just again, the Burlington City's offensive line just getting out-hustled right now a little bit and just not giving much room to run.
The biggest one is Brandon Simmons with 25 sacks in the air.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to believe. Insane.
Mason Shancy once more, dropping back. Looking, he's been pressured immediately. Shancy has to run out of there, and he tries and throws it. No one's in the area. They're going to drop an intentional grounding flag. The whole crowd wants it. The entire crowd wants it, but they're not going to get it. Let's take a look at that one again.
Yeah, we'll see here. Serrano on the pressure.
And now it comes out.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. After watching the replay, Serrano was out off the edge, and there was no one in the area. And Shancy, could kind of tell that from two. He was just trying to make a play, and there's no one in the surrounding area.
All right, I'm going to do some serious math. You want to see where this ball is going to be spotted? This is going to be a long 4th down. Let's see if I can do math real quick, because this is going to be madness. It's intentional grounding, so they're all the way in their own zone again. Let's see where they're spotting this thing. This ball is at, no joke, the 8.
Yeah.
It is a 4th and 40.
That's tough. That makes things difficult. Yeah, 4th and 40.
It is actually a 4th and 40.
You don't see those.
So they're going to punt.
Yeah.
Look at this right here. Xavier Sabb is not even lined up at the first down yard line, the first down marker. It takes a bounce and gets back to the original line of scrimmage up at the 42-yard line.
And I don't know when the last time I saw something like that, but Bulldogs offense are going to get the ball back here. It's 8-0, but I'll tell you what, Connor, it feels like a lot more. Just the way the defense has looked for the Bulldogs, and Burlington City hasn't been able to do anything on offense so far.
Yeah, and monitoring that injury right there, Ryan Dispenza still out the left guard, so number 58 is filling in Yasin Hamilton as that 6th offensive lineman now in the starters section there.
And we'll see what the Bulldogs offense does here. They've had a lot of opportunities in this game, but yet it's still at 8-0.
4:21 remaining in the half. 8-0 Bulldogs. They want that second score. Here's O'Connell. Handoff to the side. Nice blocking. Nice room to go right there. Devon Barr, and he plunges ahead. It's going to gain about 7, maybe 6 actually.
Yeah, got that extra push. Looked like it was going to be blown up at the line there, but just kept on running, and that's what Glassboro does. They're such a hard-nosed, physical team, and that's what I said at the beginning of the broadcast. They're just a hard-nosed, old-school type of offense and on defense as well.
So now 2nd and 4 coming up. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half of the Group 1 semifinals. Winner plays the winner of Butler Cedar Grove.
Yeah, that's a big one up north as well. See what Glassboro draws up here as that clock continues to tick.
Here's a snap right there. It's going to be Sabb. Amari Sabb, look at him go. And he gets tackled. What a tackle. I'll give credit where credit is due. Tavion Miller with a nice stop right there.
Yeah, it looked like Amari Sabb was going to potentially go to the house there and make a house call, but like you noted, Tavion Miller made a great tackle there. Really stood strong. Things have been difficult, but that's a great heads-up play. It is a first down, but he might have saved a touchdown there.
Last year, Glassboro cruised to a state championship. They beat every team by 36 or more. And this year, they're trying to go back after it now. They played Cedar Grove last year in the championship, and this year, guess what? Butler and Cedar Grove once again matching up in the Group 1 semifinals again. So no matter what, that's a rematch game. And Glassboro could potentially take on Cedar Grove once again if Cedar Grove is able to win tonight.
Yeah, Glassboro won 56-14 against them last year, so it could be a potential rematch, like you said, but a lot of game left here in Glassboro. 8-0 still with the Bulldogs holding on to the advantage.
So 2nd down and 5. They move it back a yard. But I'll check in right now for you guys on that Cedar Grove Butler game right now. It is currently a tied game. It has not started just yet. That's why it's tied. And now this pass complete to Makai Parker. And the whistle hasn't been blown yet, but they blow it after he gets forward progress, and it's inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah, it should have been forward progress.
You can see right there Donato Pero trying to plead that they should have the ball, but
yeah,
not going to get that one.
No, and you're not going to get that one. And I'm surprised the whistle actually wasn't blown earlier than that play to blow the play dead and give them forward progress. It's going to be a first down anyways, but Glassboro's got to be careful here. Up 8-0. We'll see what they draw. They do get the ball to start the second half as well. So important drive for Burlington City's defense because of that reason.
So yeah, Ryan Dispenza currently on the trainer's table. He may not be coming back into this one. We'll monitor that situation, see if he starts moving around there. But Amari Sabb taking the ball once more, staying on his feet. They cannot bring him down. He's going to gain about 6.
Yeah, Amari Sabb is so good at not giving up on the play. Everything that just the ball keeps moving, and just just such a smart player, and such great awareness of the field and the game.
I mean, when you have SEC offers, you gotta be something.
Yeah.
You gotta be a talent.
Completely. See what they draw up here. I would assume they keep it on the ground.
He is a senior as well, so he's taking his time to commit. Because why not take your time, make sure you have the right decision right there. And DeLeese up the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down. And he still keeps on going. Look at the push ahead. They're getting inside the 15.
That offensive line, it all starts with in the trenches. And that Glassboro offensive line has been so impressive. We've noted them all game, and getting that extra push was huge there. We'll see what's going on here.
Some more whistles. Let's see. I believe, was it a timeout taken by Glassboro? Yes, it is. With 1:20 left, we will take a quick break right here on Big State Sports. We'll be right back.
Here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodeling firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box here on Big State Sports. A minute 20 to go in the Group 1 semifinal. The sectional champions of Burlington City making the drive all the way down here to Glassboro, just like we did today. Well, not you, Max, I know, but I certainly did. I know George did as well.
Yeah, not me. It's easy for me, literally across the
Just
street.
wake up, go outside. For us, travel to a whole different region.
Yeah. No, it's Glassboro's, it's down here.
It's down here. It's under Philly. But anyway, forget under Philly. Under a minute and a half to go in this half. And you've got, oh man, that's a tough slip right there. That could have been a nice play, but Amari Sabb not able to get back upright. And that one,
yeah.
You get a tackle for loss on that one, or no gain, I believe. 2nd and 10 coming up. No, they did, in fact, get a tackle for loss on that one. So 2nd and what looks to be 12.
Amari Sabb a little frustrated with himself. He wanted to have that one back. Just slipped on the handoff. Not much you can do, but that clock is running. 2nd and 12. We'll see if Glassboro is able to get points or Burlington City goes in, keeping this an 8-0 game.
And here is Sabb once again. He's got the room, and Amari Sabb's in the end zone, so they do get the points. But there's a flag. There's a flag. Let's see what they call on this one.
We'll see about that one, but we'll take a replay on it. I can't tell what the flag. It's probably going to be a hold.
Let's check it out. The flag comes in very late, almost as honestly, after he crossed the goal line, it looked like right around that time.
I think it was a hold on the block at the end on Glassboro, but we'll see.
If it's at the very end, they're going to do it where the foul occurred, which looks legitimately like they're at the goal line, and they're backing it up to the 10.
Oh, horse shit!
It's backed up to the 13.
Yeah, Glassboro.
The 12-yard line, sorry. And you can hear it from the crowd right now.
They are not happy. These Glassboro fans were wondering who was on, but it did look like it was a hold on that follow-through on the block, giving Sabb a little more extra room to run. That is a huge penalty call.
Believe it or not, though, they actually gained yardage on that because it happens as a spot foul. So they were 2nd and 12 before. Now it's 2nd and 9. So they gained yardage and didn't burn it down in the end of things, but they would rather have the touchdown, of course.
Of course. We'll see what they draw up here.
O'Connell in the pistol. They're going to give it to Sabb once again. He's going to bounce it outside, but this time he is wrapped up by the Burlington City defense right there. That's, I believe, let's check it out. I believe that's number 3. Yes, that's the all-around guy, Rashad Newkirk, making a nice play. And there is a timeout taken by the Glassboro Bulldogs with 31.9. So we're going to step aside once again.
Navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett press box here in the Group 1 semifinal. We've got two sectional champions, Burlington City and Glassboro, trying to take on a title game. Whoever wins this game, going to go play Cedar Grove or Butler in the Group 1 state championship. And Burlington City, backs against the wall right now. They're down 8-0. Glassboro's trying to score. 31.9 seconds. They've got one timeout remaining.
Yeah, this is a huge possession for both sides. Burlington City, we'll see if they can go in the break.
Here's O'Connell rolling out to his right, getting pressured, and he throws it out of bounds. Is that going to be intentional grounding? There's no one in the vicinity.
I think he was outside the pocket. That's what they're...
But outside the pocket, yeah. That's a save him right there. Sorry, they have 2 timeouts left. Burlington City has 1. So 25 seconds. The clock's going to stop regardless. Now they have 3rd and 9. If you missed it before, they scored a touchdown, but it got called back via a holding. So that's going to back them up to where they are now.
I love the idea of bringing the blitz there, making things difficult for O'Connell, and he was outside the pocket. Like we noted, that's why it won't be intentional grounding. But big play coming up here at Burlington City's defense. They have been so good in the end zone. Outside of that touchdown, they've done a great job.
Do they get it to him again and bring the blitz once more?
We'll see. It's tough. It's a 4th down here, so... Or is it? Not sure.
It is 3rd down right now.
It is 3rd down, yeah.
So do they blitz here on this 3rd and 10? Oh, it is 4th down. You're right.
That's what I was confused about. I thought it was 4th down.
And they're going to go for it. No way. 25 seconds left. They're going to go for it here.
I like
4th and 10. Here's O'Connell getting pressured immediately. Dumps it off into the middle. It's Sab. Can he find the end zone? And it's DeLeese actually. Like JoJo DeLeese, they go for the gamble, and he finds the end zone. What a call right there from Coach Breaker.
Yeah, we're going to watch it again. O'Connell, pressure came late. He found DeLeese over the middle. It was a matter if he was going to have enough to be able to get to the end zone. Sure did. Full steam ahead. Glassboro extends to their lead.
That's a massive call here in a group semifinal game. And now here is the PAT.
Gutsy, but paid off in the end.
Number 19, the kicker, Sal Escrow, the 5'7", 135-pound junior. But look at the leg on him, though. My goodness, that's why he's in there, kicker. And that is a 15-0 lead for Glassboro. 17.5 seconds left. Does Burlington City just kneel this out, Max?
I would assume so. Regroup at the half. Can't afford to do anything risky here. 17.5 seconds. Take it into the break. There's a lot of positives out of this game for Burlington City, but they got to get that offense going in the second half, or it's going to be a long way ahead. And Glassboro, that defense, they're going to get to a point where they're going to be gassed. And they've pulled up strong so far, but there's a lot of game left.
What's tough for them is that they're going to give the ball up in the second half.
I know, that too. That's why it was important to limit the points going into the break. It was such a huge drive for both sides, but now it makes things a little more difficult here.
And this Glassboro defense, they've only let 4 teams score on them all year, and once again, it's a playoff game. And here they are, shutting out Burlington City thus far. In these 2025 playoffs, Glassboro shut out Audubon in the first round, Salem in the second round. It was Shalik that able to put 2 scores up on them, but they still scored 47 points. This is the best defense they've seemed to face thus far, only 15 thus far in the game, which is by far the lowest they've scored. They've scored 35 every game this year.
Completely. Yeah, they've done a good job, and Burlington City's defenses limit the damage.
And now here is the electrifying returner, and that's what they need to see. Malachi Sadler pushing ahead past the 40, past the 30, no flags. Sadler's still up. So now they have 6 seconds remaining. What a return. You got to see it again.
Yeah, Sadler just kept on going. Oh, man. he just kept those feet going, and that was a great play by Xavier Stab because he could have saved a touchdown there.
So now 6 seconds remaining. This is the best field position they've had today.
Take a deep shot.
One deep shot and a kick.
Oh.
They're bringing it back?
I think so, yep.
I'd imagine, because I did think I saw a block in the back there at one point, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see a flag get thrown.
Yeah, this one's coming back.
And it's a hold. Yep. This one's coming all the way back to the 35. So they only got one play left, 6 seconds.
Now you probably just got to kneel it, or do a run.
Just do a run.
Yeah.
You never know. Give Dante Davis one carry.
Yeah.
Give him one.
That's an unfortunate sequence of events, though.
It doesn't look like they're going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to get this thing to half.
That's a backbreaker for Burlington City. They finally had such a huge play, and it's brought back to the penalty.
It's a kneel down. This time's going to run off here. It is officially halftime, ladies and gentlemen, in the South Group 1 semifinals. The Central Jersey Sectional Champions, Burlington City, taking on the South Jersey Sectional Group 1 champions, Glassboro. Glassboro up 15-0 here at the half. I'm Connor Cupid alongside Max Found. Any last words before half?
I think just kind of summing things up on a note, Burlington City, I thought their defense was very good. Glassboro's a high-scoring offense. I think they did a really good job. 15-0, not bad at all. They got to get that offense going. For Glassboro, kind of what they've been doing all year, establishing their identity both on offense and defense. Got to clean up a couple things, especially those penalties. But overall, a good half for that Bulldogs side over there.
Glassboro trying to go back-to-back as state champions at the Group 1 level. I'm Connor Cupin. We'll be right back for second half action right here on Big State Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Getting the rain, so 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Which is great. I was like, I'm supposed to get a car. They were scared to get wet.
We know you wanted to bring out your new rain gear.
Yeah, I was like,
you were getting excited. I was like,
it's going to be a great game in the rain.
But see, that usually causes problems, right? You cancel the ball and bump it.
Yeah, but you know how to play.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Once again for our Glassboro Bulldog cheerleaders.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at nblawfirm.com.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyric, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
David Hashagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Thinking about making a move? Call Michael Rossi from Keller Williams, your residential real estate enthusiast. Whether you're looking to sell or buy, Mike's your guy. Likely one of the most expensive and stressful transactions a person makes is real estate. So why not have fun doing it? Call Michael Rossi today, where he is bringing the process from frustrating to fun. Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth here from Marvin Slomsky Stadium on Big State Sports. We're going to do some local sponsors once again to give some love around to the community. So first up, we've got today's featured sponsor of the game, which is Five Guys, everyone. Locations all over New Jersey. Order a delicious burger and fresh cut fries while you're watching this game. They only use fresh ground beef, the fries are fresh cut, boardwalk style, and they don't have any freezers in any of their locations. Don't forget about the milkshakes with multiple mix-ins. Next up, GroupSpot. Are you tired of juggling emails, texts, and a dozen apps to keep your group organized? Meet GroupSpot, the private all-in-one hub built for teams, clubs, families, and more. Control notifications, manage RSVPs, run subgroups without social media noise. Start your group today at groupspot.app. It truly helps so much. GroupSpot is fantastic. Like with Big State Sports, we've been communicating with it for a minute now, and it has been a blessing. Next up, Top Mental Game. Are you struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. So visit topmentalgame.com to schedule your free consultation. Number 4, Lions and Associates, because NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lions and Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contract so you can focus on winning on it and off the field. Last but not least, Zolnier rings. When your season ends in victory, make it last forever with Zolnier Championship rings. And here come the Burlington City Blue Devils. But first off, based right here in New Jersey, they're the #1 choice for high school championship rings in the Garden State. So memorialize your ring season with the Zolnier Championship ring, crafted to celebrate champions. And our second half kickoff is going to be brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. So first-time car buyers, listen up. Open Road Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15K, backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. And we are here at Marvin Slomsky Stadium, the home of the Glassboro Bulldogs. And, of course, that home field advantage is definitely made possible by Athletic Fields of America, enhancing the athletic experience by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. Learn how Athletic Fields of America could take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us. And Max Fountain, my color commentator, we've got a couple minutes here before the second half kicks off. How are you feeling about this game thus far, and what are you looking for?
I'm looking for some adjustments on that Burlington City side, just to see if they pick up the tempo a little bit. And the defense was very strong. They stood to the task. It's more on the offensive side to try and, change up that playbook a little bit. Glassboro has made some great reads, especially on the star of Dante Davis for Burlington City, and just trying to get that run game established has been a difficulty so far.
And of course, Butler taking on Cedar Grove right now, #1 and #4 in their sections respectively, both sectional champions regardless. And Butler is winning 14-7 right now with their blue home field, of course. It's one of the most unforgettable turfs in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, it sure is. That blue turf's nice. Boise State has it in college football. It always looks strong, and that's gonna be a really close game. Those are two really similar teams, and should be very competitive. And we still got a lot of game left here. Only 15-0 score. Anything can happen, and the script can turn in a blink of an eye, and we'll see if it does. But a lot of game left. Anything can happen.
Yeah, minute 30 remaining until they blow the whistle once more. Both teams warming up, getting ready to go out there again. And I want to check on number 54 on Glassboro, the left guard right there, Ryan Dispenza. He was out for the remainder of the half. And when I look at the sideline and I see the squad warming up, I don't know if I see Dispenza out there at the moment.
Yeah, and he got a little banged up there in that first half. He was kind of on the trainer's table for majority of that first half when he went out injured. Tough to tell if he's out there, but definitely a player we'll keep an eye on to see if he returns in this game.
He may very well still be in the locker room for Glassboro, so if that's the case, they're down their starting left guard for today's game. But number 58, Yasin Hamilton, has filled in very nicely as their replacement on the offensive line. They shift players around, and they've got a 15-0 lead. They get the ball first, Max.
They do, and they could extend this lead, and it's going to be important for the Blue Devils of Burlington City to try and hold it to 15-0 on this drive, and important to set that identity and tone for the second half.
And we are about to get underway coming up real soon here. The buzzer sounding off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. You see, here comes Burlington City running out over here. And Glassboro still huddled up. They will receive the second half kick. They haven't received the kickoff all game.
Yeah, and important for these two sides to set the tone for their respective teams. For Glassboro, things are looking really good right now. Burlington City got to up that tempo, especially on the offensive side of things.
So both teams now at midfield. We'll see the second half kickoff coming soon. And as I mentioned, Glassboro hasn't even returned a kick today, so it's going to be interesting to see what that looks like for us.
Yeah, a lot of it has been because Burlington City has been so pinned deep in their end zone, and they haven't had much room to punt the ball away, and that's why Amori Saab's not getting much to work with on these kickoff returns.
So now heading into the second half here, Burlington City just needs their offense to start moving. Their defense did a solid job out there. They were able to limit Glassboro enough, you know what I mean? Like, they still scored twice, but Burlington City hasn't had anything going offensively thus far. Not anything.
Nothing. It's been difficult. They've been trying to, do their style that suits them best, which is running the ball with Dante Davis, and it just hasn't been working. Glassboro's defensive line has just been too much for this Blue Devils offense.
And now here is the kick. They're going to squib it.
That's an interesting choice.
And that's just going to give Glassboro good field position here at the 42.
Yeah.
JoJo Jolice going to pick that one up.
Yeah, just a little confused by that. You would expect them to try and, help out the defense a little bit, and now Glassboro's going to get good field position here, which they have majority of this game.
So Jack O'Connell coming back out once more to lead his squad.
Yeah,
they want to score once more. What were you going to say there?
Yeah, we'll see if they, stick to the run. We've seen a couple of deep shots here, but I would expect them to stick with the run, and it's been working.
Been working very well thus far, and they hand it off first play right there, and that's up the middle. Devon Barr picking up some solid yardage, getting him 9.
Yeah, and Devon Barr, another player we've mentioned all night. There's a lot of guys who can kind of do it all for this Bulldog side, and Barr, another one of those type of players.
So that's a 2nd and 1 looming for Glassboro. With the lead they have, with the 2-score lead, I'm going to assume, do they play clock this early on? I mean, of course they want to score again, but they could high-key just run this ball and burn a chunk of the third quarter.
They probably will because of how good their defense has been, too.
They're going to throw this one here, and that one goes around to the edge to Xavier Saab, and that's going to be a first down. It's going to be a gain of 4.
Yeah, they only needed 1 yard. They got 4, like you said. So they got a couple extra yards. I like that play call. Again, realizing the situation. You got 2nd and 1. Don't need much. Give it out to Saab. Saab couldn't really get around the edge, but here he had enough to move those chains.
So now, once again, fresh set of downs at the 45, and they're already across midfield.
Big play call coming up here. Burlington City's got to start to string some stops here, being down 15-0.
O'Connell going out to his right. Oh, Oh my God, almost intercepted Caleb Hilton Ingram. Great pass deflection, but he almost took that.
Yeah, and as O'Connell's eyes were downfield, saw Hilton Ingram, realized that Hilton Ingram almost came up with an interception there, and Glassboro caught a break.
Huge break right there for Glassboro. Unreal. Hilton Ingram actually almost took that the other direction.
That too.
But he just missed out.
Yeah, just didn't get his hands underneath it. It was a good read coming off the edge. Just couldn't able to hold on.
O'Connell, hands off, up the middle, DeLeese, and it's a solid amount of gain, solid gain. He keeps on going ahead, tackled forward. They're going to give him a gain of 6.
Yeah, and JoJo DeLeese actually broke that initial tackle from Raspberry, so was able to break that and couldn't get much after that.
We unfortunately haven't been able to call Javen Raspberry's name too much today. They have to certainly get him more involved as well, the Burlington City squad.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 4 here for the Bulldogs offense.
Jack O'Connell in the gun once again, going to hand it off up the middle to Lease. That's going to be another first down, and that just pushes the chains even more and keeps the clock moving.
That's what they're going to do. And we were talking about that not even 3 minutes before the play, and DeLeese just keeps on moving those chains for Glassboro and keeping it on the ground.
Fresh set of downs coming from the 44. Sorry, the 34. Can't do math. And now, I mean, for Burlington City, I feel like you got to rush 5 at least.
They do, and they start bringing the blitz at the end of the first half. I would like to see it more, pick up the intensity a little bit. In the
Some cover
half.
0 would be nice.
That too.
But here is O'Connell, and they're going deep right there, and look at that one play, boom! Xavier Sabb takes him deep on man coverage, and they score!
Yeah, O'Connell had plenty of time in the pocket. Xavier Sabb broke free from Tavion Miller and just beat him in coverage, and what a throw from O'Connell. Going deep, finding Xavier Sabb. We were waiting to call his name for an explosive play. Sure did. What a throw from O'Connell.
Fantastic. Unbelievable. And now the PAT from number 19, Sal Escrow. Oh, that one's blocked.
Yeah, and
I'm not sure if it was number 44, Michael Marsh, who got there, but I believe it was. He did block the PAT.
Yeah, we're going to take another look at it to see who got a hand on it up front. Might have been 2 guys. Let's see. Yeah, it looked like it was number 44, Michael Marsh, actually, who got there on who's made a lot of impacts in this game. But going back to the touchdown, O'Connell had so much time in that pocket. It was great protection up front. Just unleashed it. Xavier Sabb broke free and in for the score. And Glassboro gets a much-needed touchdown, and now 21-0 lead, a little bit more comfortable than, say, 15-0.
Way more comfortable. Now they're certainly playing the clock. They're going to run this one out like crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how Burlington City is able to respond on the road. Tough task. Things a little of a tough hill to climb right now.
Squibbed kick right there. It's going to be on the ground, right? They have to fall on it, and it's going to be number 22 right there, Malachi Sadler, that has to just jump on it. Down this one.
Yeah, a little of a confusion there by Burlington City on special teams. Who was going to fall on it? It was muffed at first. A little of a weird kick there by Glassboro. Those things will happen. Burlington City, they need points in the worst way possible on this drive.
They do need points in the worst way possible. For a sectional champion team, it's a tough one now, what you see out here. Glassboro, certainly a squad that can't be messed with.
No, they're one of South Jersey's many powerhouse football teams. South Jersey has loads of talent down here. Winslow, Washington Township, all in state semifinals.
So now here is a handoff. It's Dante Davis blown up. It's not even a joke anymore. Devon Barr getting back there and making a huge TFL.
Oh my God, let's watch this again because Devon Barr, what impressed me most is we're gonna take another look at, Devon Barr he broke free on that right edge. He just came, he was in the backfield, almost dropped in coverage, came right around, made a great heads up play. Great tackle by Devon Barr.
Bulldogs looking every bit as dangerous right here, and it's now 2nd down, and I want to call it 16.
Yeah, long way to go for Burlington City. Already been a difficult game for them.
They're going to throw right here. Shancy trying to find his man, but Sadler can't go anywhere. He's taken down by number 9, Tasheen Butler.
Tasheen Butler, another great open field tackle. I feel like we've been calling so many in this game, Connor, but it's true. They just know how to make the plays and make all the right reads and calls, and that was a great stop there by Butler. And Burlington City just can't get anything in stride right now on offense.
Coach Breaker's got a well-coached squad out here, and you're seeing it every single play in and play out.
Sure is. They have great guys, a great group of staff, and great players to make those individual plays.
Shancy backing up, going for it, trying to find a man deep, and he could not connect with Sadler.
Yeah, Sadler got open late. Just Shanty realized it too late and just a little out of his reach. Just things are becoming very difficult and piling on right now for Burlington City. As they're going to have to punt it away once again, which we saw a lot in the first half.
So deep to receive, Xavier Sabb.
Yeah, we'll see if it's another short kick.
Kick bounces at the 50, and it's going to take a roll. So they'll set up shop here at the 36-yard line. They're going to give it to them. And Glassboro, once again, you're going to see a run maybe every play. Maybe every single play.
Yeah, it's been what's been working is there's going to be an injured player on Burlington City.
Nah, no way. He's just kidding right there. Tavion Miller's joking around.
Confused me. Glassboro going to take a little bit of their time here. There are no rush, up 21-0, 7:12 to go. But Burlington City's got to start creating some stops here, or get a turnover, get that impact play to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, Hilton Ingram almost had it last possession, but then it ended with a touchdown for the Bulldogs. So Glassboro's up 3 scores, 7:12 to go in the third quarter. Jack O'Connell, handoff. Here it is right there. Amari Sabb breaking it outside. Here's another first down. It's another 20, 25 yards right there. Amari Sabb keeps on pushing along. They're going to get him up to the 43.
Yeah, taking another look at it as the ball's about to be snapped. We see Amari Sabb start up with the middle, just went out to that right side, just used his legs. That's what he's been doing all game. He's so good in that open field and just gets out to that right sideline. Didn't even need a push from his offensive line. Essentially did it himself.
So now 1st and 10 across midfield once more. They're now at the 43 is where they mark it down. Here comes O'Connell with the play call.
Yeah, they can really make a statement here by going up 28-0. Burlington City 21-0. There's still game left, but it just hasn't been anything on offense to be able to move the ball downfield.
You may even sense some of the bench coming into this game at some point. Let's check it out. O'Connell backing up. He's got all day. He's gunning for it all, trying to find Mekhi Parker, and it's intercepted, I believe. Yes, indeed. Number 17, Donato Pero. There's that turnover you were talking about, Max.
Yeah, take another look. O'Connell just unleashes it. Looking for Parker. Pero made a play on the ball. Great catch to be able to come over and get the interception. Huge turnover for Burlington City now, as where they needed it most. Create that turnover. Get back into this game. Now it's up to the offense to turn the page and to get some points.
So now they're not electing to run the ball every play, and they end up with the turnover, but basically an arm punt. They are quite literally back at the 5, so, not terrible.
Now, I would expect a run on the first play using Dante Davis. Again, they were in a similar situation in the first half on that interception by O'Connell. So, got to get out of your own end zone. We'll see what they do here.
Under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Let's see what Shancy and his group can pull off. Mason Shancy hands it off. Up the middle. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, we've been saying that a lot because it's been true, and that was Davon Barr on the stop. And an injured player on Burlington City, I believe.
Yeah, there is an injured Blue Devil, so they're going to have an injury time out on the field. We'll step aside really quickly right here on Big State Sports.
Here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodeling firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguide.com to schedule your free consultation today.
George J. Keller & Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller & Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeman, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth here at Glassboro High School. That was a tough injury right there. Dante Davis for Burlington City just went down.
Oh, it was Davis. That's a tough one for Burlington City, and he's been such a good player all season. Hopefully he's okay here, and Burlington City's had a tough night, and it could be an even tougher one for this Blue Devils side.
So now down their best player on offense in that running back, the number 2 option, Rashad Newkirk. They've got 3 receivers wide, 6:39 to go. They're down 3 scores here in the Group 1 semifinal. Going deep, he's wide open. What a catch! This is going all the way. Javen Raspberry, look at that! What a defensive breakdown, and Burlington City's gonna have one with ease. He was wide open.
Yeah, we're gonna take another angle of it. there, and Raspberry he just broke free. 2 defenders, breakdown, goodbye, good night, it is over. Raspberry broke loose, able to catch that through 2 defenders in a defensive breakdown, like you see, and Burlington City gets on the board, and much needed points for this Blue Devils team.
One of the cornerbacks had to have had some miscommunication. Both crashed on in. One was supposed to definitely play deep in the zone because the safety was left all alone on an island. And Raspberry just caught that. The safety back there almost saved the play. I believe it was Xavier Sab on that one.
Yeah.
But
wouldn't surprise me.
Javen Raspberry makes a nice one, and you finally hear his name called, and they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, I like the idea here. Aggressive.
Shancy dropping a route, rolling out to his right, balls in the air, and that is going to be a successful 2-point conversion, I believe. Yes, they give it to them. That's right there, number 5, Caleb Hilton Ingram scoring the 2-point, and it's 21-8.
Yeah, he found Hilgram on his right. Shancy rolled to his right, found him, walked right into the end zone. A little of a low throw, but a great catch by Ingram to recover there and to be able to get the 2-point score. Great job by Burlington City. Great job coming back into this game. A little of a momentum shift. We'll see how Glassboro handles it.
Right after Dante Davis goes down, they drop 8 points. So it's only a 13-point game. It's a 2-score game once again. A whole lot of football to be played. So one's not over. Not even close.
No, there is a lot of time. 6:19 in the third quarter. Flipped the script a little bit. Burlington City got some momentum now, and Glassboro going to have to face adversity. They know how to handle it, but Burlington City, like I said all game, it wasn't that they were playing bad. They just need to get points and get that offense on the board. They did on this drive.
And when you think about it, this is just the 5th time all season a team has scored on Glassboro like that. So those kind of breakdowns do not happen for this defense.
No,
but that time it did.
They don't at all, and that time it did, like you said, and they're not familiar with that's unmarched territory for this Glassboro side, and we'll see how they deal with it now. And it's up to O'Connell in this offense.
They're squibbing it once more, and wow, what a kick return up the middle. That's number 7 on the Bulldogs. That's Kenny Johnson getting way up to the red zone already. He's at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, take another look. It's not that he broke the tackle. He just kept on running and kept on turning, keep those feet going for Kenny Johnson. Another big return, and a little of an interesting strategy by Burlington City that is not paying off. It's that squib kick up the middle that's not going for many yards. Very interesting.
Rashad Newkirk, the kicker, punter, everything, but they're opting for squibs. Maybe he doesn't have the leg for it.
Yeah, that too. It's getting colder here, making things a little harder to kick as well.
But regardless, a big return. They're at the 7. They have 17 yards to go to the end zone off of a special teams play, which is just not what you want if you're Burlington City right there. You want to pin them as deep as possible.
That too, and especially after scoring points too.
Handoff, DeLeese, and a nice stuff there from the Blue Devils' defense.
Yeah, and a good stop there on the first carry, and Glassboro has run the ball really well, but good job there by the Blue Devils' defensive line to be able to stop the run. And if they can, with the way Glassboro's offense has been running, they it's 4-down territory every time, and I wouldn't expect anything different here. So, get them to 4th down and then go from there. And you're right back in this game. A lot of game left, like we've said.
Yeah, we got 5.5 approaching us here in the third quarter. 1.5 of football left. Here's Jack O'Connell in the gun. Handoff up the middle. And it is going to be Amari Sabb reaching the end zone, so they might have scored. But Glassboro comes back in 3 plays, 2 from scrimmage, 1 on the kickoff for all purpose in the end zone.
Let's take another look at that. Amari Sabb went to the middle, juked out to the outside, a couple 3 steps in there and into the end zone. Great play and a great example of just keep on moving. And that's what they've done all game. They've burned it out on the run. And extends this Glassboro lead, and right when things were looking good for Burlington City, Glassboro punches right back in the mouth.
They're going to go for 2 to make it a 21-point game. Smart decision. Smart decision here.
Yes, I agree, and why not? Your offense has been working all game, and I wouldn't expect anything otherwise here, but we'll see if Burlington City can hold here. It's still a game. You know, there's still a lot of time left, but Burlington City's really got to keep on going on offense and add more points.
Jack O'Connell in the gun right here. Handoff once more and into the end zone. It's Devon Barr for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Devon Barr just walked right in there. Pretty easy for him. Got a big push from that offensive line like we've been saying all game. That offensive line has been fantastic for the Glassboro Bulldogs. And now 29-8, a lot of game left, but you know, Glassboro's got to feel pretty good about where things stand right now, Connor.
Even without Ryan Dispenser, they still look real good out there, yeah. I love this. Sal Escaro, the 5'7", 135-pound kicker. It's just, you know, watching him out there with the rest of the team at the same time, it certainly pops out.
I know. That definitely.
But he has quite a leg on it. If you saw the PATs from earlier in this game, he really hits that ball.
He's almost over kicking it. Yeah, he's got plenty of leg.
Plenty of leg.
Hasn't had many opportunities to show it, but on those PAT attempts and even on the kickoffs.
I'd love to see a field goal attempt. I want to see what kind of distances he can hit.
Yeah, and halftime warm-ups, he was hitting from like 45.
So now here is Sadler taking the kickoff, and he's got nowhere to go with it. Downed by JoJo DeLise.
Special teams has been right on cue all night for this Glassboro side, and right there, those gunners just come out very quick, and they're so aggressive, and they have so many guys that can do it for them. And again, so much flexibility. Glassboro doesn't have a huge roster, but they have guys who can play so many different positions, which helps out.
A lot of two-way guys on the squad, yeah. It is Group 1, you know, the smallest rosters in the game. I've called Group 5 games before, man. Bridgewater Raritan against Elizabeth. They got rosters. I
called them against Linden in their first game in their sectionals a couple weeks back. They're now in the state semifinals.
They are, in fact, taking PCTI on today in the Group 5 semis. Battle for the best team in North Jersey, Group 5. But anyway, here is Shancy going deep once more. Bang! Got his man right there, Malachi Sadler, for a nice gain downfield.
Yeah, that was just a great throw in stride. His eyes were downfield. Looking again, he just found Sadler on that right sideline, and Sadler's one of his favorite targets out there. Found him once again. Burlington City just needs to keep putting together those chunk plays where they pick up the first downs, and they did there.
First and 10. Burlington City down by 3 scores out here in Glassboro High School. Shancy going deep for it all, trying to find Javen Raspberry. It's intercepted. What an interception by Kenny Johnson. That's unreal.
Yeah, I'm going to need to take another look at that, Connor, because that was incredible.
This is one of the best interceptions you'll see from Kenny Johnson.
Shancy was unleashing. Oh, Johnson just went up there and made a play. Oh, my goodness. What a catch on the interception. Looking for Raspberry. Johnson said, no, you're not going to make that catch. Went up there. What a great play.
This is going to be just running the ball now. Like, it's got to be. You got to just feed JoJo DeLise.
Absolutely.
Don't even need Amari Saab to be in there and risk injury at all. I mean, at this point, you're up 3 scores. Give some second teamers some reps. We're approaching that. We're not quite there. It's still a game, but we're getting there. Saab is lined up at wide receiver right now with DeLise in the backfield.
I still can't. I'm catching my breath over that Johnson interception. Could watch that for days.
It's going to be a pitch in front to Xavier Sabb, and Sabb runs around the corner. Look at him go on the end around. Going to pick up a fresh set of downs for Glassboro.
And that play was exactly what I started to feel was going to come. That Burlington City defense is getting gassed.
And right now, Carmelo Thompson's down for Burlington City's defense, so we're going to take a quick break here while they tend to his injury.
Free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Thinking about making a move? Call Michael Rossi from Keller Williams, your residential real estate enthusiast. Whether you're looking to sell or buy, Mike's your guy. Likely one of the most expensive and stressful transactions a person makes is real estate. So why not have fun doing it? Call Michael Rossi today, where he is bringing the process from frustrating to fun. Athletic Fields of America, a Tenkata company based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Hi, I'm Barry Farber, and I'm so excited to bring you the new special edition hardcover copy of The Adventures of Little Billy in Search of the Magic Tree. Scan the code below and learn more about that adventure.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BIGSTATESPORTS for an extra discount.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Boundaries.
Get the powerful new iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
NIL deals mean opportunity, but also risk. Don't face it alone. Lyons & Associates reviews, negotiates, and protects your contracts so you could focus on winning on and off the field.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyric, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
David Hassagen here from Big State Sports. You're watching free coverage of the best high school athletes across the Garden State.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box, everyone. And if you're just now tuning in, it was for Burlington City, number 4, the senior linebacker Carmelo Thompson just got taken off on a stretcher and being loaded into the ambulance right now. So we wish him all the best. Thoughts and prayers go out to the senior linebacker. What might be his final game? You hate to see it happen like this.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, all our prayers and hope for the best for him. Just terrible. It didn't look good. Obviously, he's going in an ambulance, so it can't be good. But gotta hope for the best, and hopefully he's okay. And that's potentially his last game in a Burlington City uniform as well.
So now both teams, how do you, as an athlete, how do you play after something like that happens? How do you even continue?
It's hard. It's a lot of adversity right now. Obviously, the score not going their way as well, so that doesn't help things. You got to turn the page. You got to play, with a chip on your shoulder. You're playing for your teammate. He's not looking good, and come out with that energy and try and win for him would be huge. And it's not going to be easy, but it's definitely tough to recover from for the Blue Devils.
Even for Glassboro, it's a tough celebration to celebrate something after something like this happens.
I know.
But regardless, they're up 3 scores, 4:43 to go.
Yeah, got it.
And they're bringing in Riley Brown Dispenza to play some tight end.
Got to feel for them. It's tough right now for all players, to see an injury like that. And, for a guy to be in the ambulance, hopefully he's okay.
So Glassboro now headed to the sideline again. And I love it. Like, you love what you see from this squad. They're warming up, getting ready. The refs aren't quite ready to start play yet again. They're getting the ambulance out of there.
To our first responders, please remove yourselves from the track.
Yeah, and they're telling the ambulance to get through, telling people to get out of the way. But yeah, both teams, Glassboro up 29-8 here in this third quarter. Still a lot of time left in this game. It's felt like this half has been forever. It's definitely been a lot longer than the first half.
And the whole crowd claps here.
Hopefully he's okay.
So for Burlington City, they're now on defense, and Dante Davis also was injured, but not like that. Nothing quite severe like that. It was more so went off to the sideline on his own power. He's still on the sideline for Burlington City. You can see him there. Here comes Glassboro. May very well run this one. They're up 3 scores. Clock is still moving. Clock is moving now. O'Connell in the gun. Handoff, there's some flags.
Probably a false start. Yeah, it's coming back.
So now 1st and 15. Back at the 41-yard line.
Yep, just going to move them back. And for Burlington City, there's still a lot of time left. You could definitely get some positives out of this game and try and get back into this game. And for Glassboro, kind of got to do the similar things that that ride that ship all season, but especially in this game.
And flags yet again.
Yeah, that's not going to make a coach happy on that Glassboro sideline, as it's another false start up on that offensive line.
1st and 20 now, coming back to the 36.
Yeah, going to move things back. I would assume they try and run it here to just get some of that penalty yardage back.
Handoff up the middle. That's DeLeese. And he breaks free. JoJo DeLeese. Forget getting the yardage back. They're grabbing a fresh set of downs, and they're inside Burlington City territory.
Yeah, I want to take another look at that because JoJo DeLeese just kept on going. Made one man miss, made another miss, and I believe he made Caleb Hilton Ingram miss in the end. And JoJo DeLeese been doing what he did all game and just kept on pushing and been so impressive and just keeps on flashing the leather.
Got to flash that leather. Then Cedar Grove, we mentioned Cedar Grove Butler was tied 14-14 at the half. So that's big news here for the Glassboro fans listening. They want that rematch again. I mean, I'm sure they don't care who they play. They're going to go out there and play their best regardless. And here's O'Connell. Fakes it, play action, going over the top, trying to find his man in the end zone, and that one is no good right there, intended for Xavier Sabb.
Yeah, and that was a great pass breakup by number 34, Alex Hose. Did a really good job to come back around and make a play on that, and incomplete. And Burlington City, we'll see what they do on 2nd and 10 here, but that was a great pass breakup.
Alex Hose now getting in with the injuries to Davis and company. Second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line. O'Connell. Here's a fake handoff again. That one is thrown outside. Xavier Sabb with the grab, but just a gain of a few. Looks like 4.
Yeah, and the fans want them to keep running the ball with what has been working. But I don't like that play call at all. Get Sabb out to the outside. Just couldn't get much room after that.
I love Coach Breaker right here. He's got a sleeveless hoodie on the sideline.
He's an animal over there. He's always pumped up, getting his guys ready and going. We'll see what Coach Baker draws up.
Handoff DeLeese, and he's going to have a first down. DeLeese trying to break the corner and get to the end zone and break the plane. JoJo DeLeese in for his 2nd score of the day.
JoJo DeLeese right on cue. Looking at it again. Just started up the middle, went out to that left side, made one man miss, and then it was over. Got a block in the end, able to cross the pylon, and Glassboro adds on to their lead, now up 35-8.
Bang right there, 35-8. They're up 4 scores now. One more and the clock starts to move.
Yep, and
it's crazy that you think you didn't expect to see that in a group semis game, but that shows you the difference between South and Central Jersey and their sectional champions.
Yeah, and Glassboro's just putting on a show, and this is what they've been doing all season. And last year they were state champions in Group 1, and they're just a South Jersey powerhouse that is filled with so much football talent.
You know, we have 3 years ago in 2022, they implemented group championships. Before that, it was just state sectionals, and that was the end of your season. Now they have group champions. You get football like this. Wait till the groups start playing each other. One day it might happen. Who knows? Here's a handoff, and bang! There's the 2-point conversion to Xavier Sabb. And now it's 37-8.
O'Connell hit him right on stride, found his receiver in Xavier Sabb, and Xavier Sabb made a great catch, wide open in space, and 37-8 now, and Glassboro well on their way to be moving on to the state championship.
And I got a question for you. So, back to the whole thing of they have group championships now. It's great. You know, the best Group 1 school in the state of Jersey, they do that stuff now. Once the groups start playing each other, like, I obviously don't know about it. It's tough. There's 2 ways you can go about it. If you want to have the Group 4 kids play the Group 1 kids and get smacked around, go ahead and do that. But I don't think that's the move there. I think you can have the Group 1 champion play the Group 2 champion.
Yes.
Group 3 champion, play the Group 4 champion.
Well, there's Group 5 too.
And then you mix in the private schools.
I like the group. I like the groups playing each other. I actually think Glassboro could compete with a lot of.
Absolutely, Glassboro could totally compete with Group 2, even Group 3 schools.
Even in Group 4.
You know what? Even a Group 5, they can compete with the Group 5. There's all the worst. Group 5 school can definitely, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean?
We talked about it too. They have multiple commits. They also have multiple guys with 30+ offers. They have the talent. And the surplus of players, they can definitely do it.
Oh, and here's a big return down the sideline. Burlington City still on his feet. I believe that's Tavion Miller. Yeah, the kick returner making a nice play.
And we were talking so much, we lost track of the return. Miller just completely out in motion and just kept on going. What a play.
But yeah, back to what you were saying, Glassboro, a Group 1 school, it doesn't matter what group you are. That doesn't impact the talent you can have on your roster. It just impacts the size of your roster. So obviously, with size of roster typically comes strength of roster, but that's not always the case.
No, it's not.
Clearly here you can see this Glassboro team. Like, I watched West Morris earlier this year beat up on Morristown, but Morristown's Group 5, West Morris is Group 3. So it just depends on the kids you were able to bring and the coaching and all that. Groups really are just a label.
It is, completely. I completely agree with your point.
And there's a handoff right there, number 3, Rashad Newkirk. But, like, if they had, for example, if they had, like, a non-public C division of private schools, then they could do A plays B and C plays Group 5, 4 plays 3, 2 plays 1. That'd be real cool. Just even give them something more to play for. But the group championships are a genius idea. It crowns a true state champion at that level of school.
Yeah, it's the round of champions, and the soccer used to have it. They took it away for I don't know what reason, but yeah, it should be at any sport. It's great for these smaller schools to play these bigger schools like we were talking about.
And now here's a 2nd and 4 with the jump from. Both teams pointing at each other, but it's going to be against Burlington City, I believe. Yeah, they back it up. So is that going to be 2nd down and 8? Good field position, though. It can't get better field position than this.
Yeah, and that return set that up. There was a great return by Tavion Miller, and it completely set them up. But they're a little back. They're a little forced back here due to that false start now.
Now, what exactly did you mean by they took away the round of champions in soccer?
They they used to have it where the Group 4 would play the other groups.
I see. Interesting. Okay.
There's only Group 4 for soccer. There's no Group 5.
5. Yeah. So 4 plays.
So
yeah. Okay.
They would have that, but now it's just a Group 4 champion like football.
And now going to the end zone right there. Intercepted once again. Kenny Johnson grabs his 2nd interception of the game.
Yeah, and then a late hit at the end on the aftermath. But looking at it again, Shanzy unleashed it and step back. It looked a little underthrown. Yeah, it was. Johnson came underneath to be able to grab it. 2nd interception. Bulldogs are rolling here on their home soil.
Bulldogs are rolling. They get a touchback out of it. One more score, and it would be a 44-8 lead and start a running clock. 41.4 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, and just Burlington City, they lost one of their key players too. Hopefully he's okay. He's at being taken to the hospital, and just tough.
Carmelo Thompson, yeah.
Yeah, just tough. For them, and it's already been a tough game and a tough score, and things are just piling on right now in the difficulty section for the Bulldogs.
I believe Butler just scored a touchdown to take a 20-14 lead over Cedar Grove.
Oh wow! And I'm sure every Glassboro fan is score watching right now to see
absolutely
who they'll potentially take on, and this is going to run down to the end of the 3rd quarter, so we got one more left to play.
Cedar Grove certainly wants the rematch at Glassboro, no question about that. They're completely the one team that beat them last year in the playoffs. But Butler wants to beat Cedar Grove because they're the one team that beat them in the playoffs, so it's just this giant string.
Yeah.
It's the same 3 teams. It's the same 3 teams in the situation. Burlington City, the only one different from Group 1 last year.
Yeah, no, completely. And, you know, that's going to be then the third quarter.
End of the third quarter here at Marvin Slomsky Stadium. I'm Connor Cooper alongside Max Fountain. 37-8, Glassboro over Burlington City. We'll flip the sides of the field and be right back in no time.
Thinking about making a move? Call Michael Rossi from Keller Williams, your residential real estate enthusiast. Whether you're looking to sell or buy, Mike's your guy. Likely one of the most expensive and stressful transactions a person makes is real estate. So why not have fun doing it? Call Michael Rossi today, where he is bringing the process from frustrating to fun.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett Press Box. Connor Cupid alongside Max Fountain here. Burlington City currently down 8-37. Glassboro, the undefeated squad, state champions last year at Group 1. They're trying to go back-to-back, and they're looking well on their way to doing so. But now I want to mention the other games around our network. So the winner of this game plays the winner of Butler versus Cedar Grove, and Butler just scored a touchdown, took a 21-14 lead. They're in the lead right there, so this could, as it stands right now, will be Butler taking on Glassboro. So now let me get you the NJSIAA Group 2 semifinal games. Let's start with the South Jersey game. Camden taking on Haddonfield, and right now that game is currently, I believe, at the half. Camden versus Haddonfield. They're up 24-6, Camden is. And the other Group 2 game on our network right now, I believe, Shabazz versus Westwood. It's currently 14-0 Malcolm X Shabazz over Westwood. At the Group 3 level, we do not have the Old Penn West Morris game, but we do have the Cedar Creek Homedale game in South Jersey. It's currently 30-20 at the half. Incredibly high-scoring half right there. Homedale currently leading Cedar Creek.
High-powered offense there.
High-powered offense. At Group 4 now, the South Group 4 game is actually tomorrow. Sorry, that's Brick taking on Winslow. Yep. Stay tuned for that. That Winslow team is
I called them last week.
Unreal. But the other Group 4 game currently going on is Ramapo taking on Phillipsburg, the state liners. Ramapo up 21-10 at the half in that game. And now we got some Group 5 action for you as well. As here's a nice play. It's the quarterback right there. It's Jack O'Connell picking up a first down with his legs.
Yeah, and marched into that chain and moved into the chains. But looking at O'Connell here, just scrambling to his right and just kept on going. We've only seen him do that one other time, but great use of the QB's legs, who is playing in his last home game.
Yeah. And now Group 5, Kingsway, Washington Township. That game right now, it's a real close one. Washington Township up 35-27 over Kingsway right now. 35-27 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, those are two. That's going to come down to the last play. Those are two rivals in South Jersey, two very good teams. Washington Township has had a very impressive season.
And PCTI versus Bridgewater Raritan is officially over. Final score on that one, I believe, is 23-14. PCTI is headed to the Group 5 state championship game. Let me get the final score official for you really quickly.
Yes, Glassboro is keeping it on the ground with Devon Barr. We've seen multiple players take the bulk of the carries, but Devon Barr getting it this time.
So yes, it is in fact 23-14. Passaic Tech beats Bridgewater Raritan. So Passaic Tech, they are in the Group 5 championship. They will play Kingsway or Washington Township for the title. And now our non-public B semifinals. Right now we've got Holy Spirit taking on DePaul, and DePaul Catholic just won that game. They were up 42-22 with 6 minutes to go in the game, and they just kept on crushing. So DePaul Catholic is in the non-public B championship game. Yeah. And in the final game on our network, Red Bank Catholic taking on Paramus Catholic. It's currently 21-17. That's a game. Paramus Catholic at half. The winner takes on DePaul Catholic, and that ball goes deep right there.
Yeah, and they're looking for the connection with Amari Saab, but that was a good pass breakup there by number 17, Donato Pero for Burlington City.
So yeah, that's every game we got on our network. I think I covered it all right there. We've got some finals right there. PCTI, they won their game, and Bridge and as well. Yeah, that's just phenomenal play. And on top of that, the other game that had a final score come across.
Yeah, we'll see what Glassboro offense. I mean, I'm sure they would like to get some more points and try and get that running clock. As Burlington City, that's going to be close to a first down.
They're going to call them a yard or two short. So yeah, the 2 wins thus far. DePaul Catholic, they have a victory. And on the other side, PCTI has a victory. Those are the 2 finals thus far.
Yeah, a lot of good football across the state. A lot of teams punching their ticket to do championships, which I believe are next week.
Next week they have all championships. Glassboro taking a timeout here. It's going to be 4th and 1.5, legitimately 1.5 yards till they reach a new set of downs. So I'm Connor Coupin. We'll take a quick break for the final 8:46 of this game.
Based in Morris Plains, New Jersey, is dedicated to enhancing the athletic experience for students, faculty, and visitors by transforming sports facilities into premier venues for competitive and recreational activities. We've installed over 1,000 fields, and we continue to focus on innovation and excellence. We partner with our clients to revitalize their existing athletic fields and create new ones from the ground up through meticulous planning, state-of-the-art materials, and expert craftsmanship. Whether it's a professional stadium or a community field, we are building healthier, more beautiful communities and delivering surfaces that perform, last, and support vibrant, active lives. Learn how we can take your sports facility to the next level by visiting afoa.us.
Welcome back to the Amanda Baum Barrett press box, and I got an update again from the Bergen Record. Old Tappan beat West Morris 35-0.
I'm not surprised.
So they're headed to the Group 3 championship.
Yeah, they're a really good side. They've had a really good season.
They're unreal. I called one game of theirs last year. Zach Michelli is one of the best quarterbacks you'll ever see.
Yeah, they're impressive. As Amari Saab got a little extra push there for Glassboro first down. But like we were going back to saying, yeah, Old Tappan, great season. West Morris, great season too, but they ran into a tough Old Tappan side.
Extremely tough Old Tappan side. I mean, that just shows to go. West Morris was undefeated. They were one of the best teams, and then Old Tappan just did that to them.
Yep.
That's how good that team is.
Yep. No, completely. And
so Old Tappan, they will be playing the winner of the Cedar Creek Homedale game, so they better get ready, as there is Amari Saab, who's done it all today.
He sure has. He's been great in coverage on defense, and he's been great running the ball. He's just a two-way player that is very impressive for this Glassboro side, and one of key players they are losing next year.
Listen, he got offers all across the board. He's going to commit one of these days.
Yeah, and it's tough too. His brother's going to follow him next year, but you know, his brother has a lot of options too. It'll be interesting to follow their paths and see where they go. Incredible
amount of Division I FBS schools recruiting those two guys. And Saab comes out of the game onto the sideline now. 7:27 to go. You wonder when they bring in some of the reserves.
Yeah, as they're going to have a championship to play for next week.
Because the worst thing that could happen is an injury, as there is a run from Devon Barr.
Yeah, Devon Barr there with the run, and we've seen a lot of him in this second half. Picking up a lot of the bulk of the carry. We've seen Jojo DeLeese, Saab, Barr. It's been a mix of a different couple guys for the Bulldogs offense.
Been a huge mix, and now we do have the final. DePaul wins 49-22.
Yeah, I expected that result over Holy Spirit, who actually called earlier in the year against Northern Highlands. First
DePaul,
game of the season.
State champions last year, trying to go back-to-back as well, and there's a nice spin move from Barr.
Yeah, and keeping it on the ground here with Barr as he picked up more well than enough for a first down.
With the non-public B brackets being so much shorter and the non-public A brackets, them being shorter than the public school brackets, they start them 2 weeks later. So the quarterfinals for the private schools start around the same time as the sectional championship games for the public schools.
Yeah.
So that way, all of their championships will take place the same weekend.
Completely. And it's a good format, and a lot of teams have Thanksgiving games too.
Oh yeah, we got some Thanksgiving games on that network, 4 of them I believe. Here's O'Connell going for it all, trying to find Mekhi Parker, and he almost caught it with the pass interference. Oh my goodness.
I think it's offensive pass interference too. He
okay.
extended his arms to be able to try and make that catch.
Let's see what they rule it.
That's what I think.
Look, I mean, you see the Glassboro offense moving up though. Let's see what they rule this one here.
I thought he grabbed his jersey, but we'll see what they rule here.
It does now look like the ball is being retreated a whole lot.
Yep. And the referee saw what I saw, as that wouldn't have mattered if it was caught either way. It's going to back Glassboro up pretty far.
Yeah, now we're at the 47, so that brings up a first down, and I got the math on this. I'll figure it out, I think. Hold on.
25.
Already? You figured that out already? It is 25, yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
No, 25-yard penalty.
I mean, did you cheat by looking at the scoreboard?
No, I didn't.
No, you have to figure it out by doing the mental math and counting each yard line individually. That's how you, yeah. Here's a run. Up the middle, Devon Barr once again bounces it outside, gets a block from Sab, but nice tackle right there from Caleb Hilton Ingram.
Yeah, and Hilton Ingram just refused to be able to break that tackle. He would not give up on that play, and almost got the stiff arm, but wasn't able to get much yardage on the aftermath.
5.5 minutes to go in the Group 1 semifinal. Winner plays Butler or Cedar Grove.
Yeah, and Glassboro's all pumped up right here. They know what's coming. They're just, trying to chew as much clock as they can, get healthy, and turn the page quick and prepare for the winner of Cedar Grove and Butler next weekend.
A minute left to go in the third quarter. Butler's still up 21-14. They have the ball yet again.
Yeah, this game started at 6 o'clock. Pretty long game, but a lot of it due to that injury, and hopefully he's okay.
Of course, once again, yes, Carmelo Thompson. Hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, gotta hope for the best for Carmelo Thompson, as he's currently in the hospital.
Here is the pistol formation. Handoff once again. It's Amari Sab. Sab bounces it outside. Look how many yards he's going to pick up off this. Sab is still going. And they wrestle him down. And there's a flag late from 17, Donato Pero.
Yeah, and some extracurriculars as we take another look at it. And probably going to be a hit out of bounds. There is made a nice move out to the outside. Got an extra block from Tasheen Butler on the run. And some extracurriculars. Both teams just keep your cool, especially for Glassboro's sake. They're up 37-8 in this game.
And there's another flag that just got thrown.
It looks like to the coach, as coach should know better not to be on that sideline.
A lot of extracurriculars now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of talking. The referees are going to figure all of this out. But again, going back to my point, for Glassboro, important to keep their cool, and there's going to be a timeout for Glassboro.
Timeout taken by the Bulldogs. So while they sort all that out, we're going to take a quick break here, once again on Big State Sports.
This is Zach Smolin with Big State Sports. We know fundraising can be tough for booster clubs and coaches. That's why we're excited about Leading Edge. They've helped programs raise tens of thousands of dollars in just a 1-hour fundraising drive. Scan this QR code or visit leadingedgefundraising.com and let them know that Big State Sports sent you. This is Zach Smolin, play-by-play commentator, and you're staying frosty for free right here on Big State Sports. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Welcome back to the Amanda Baum-Barrett Press Box here on Big State Sports. From Glassboro High School, I'm Connor Cupin. Unsportsmanlike conducts on both teams right here.
And it should be a first down for Glassboro. Yeah, it is.
First down Glassboro at the 11.
Yeah, this game is taking forever, Connor, and just, you know, between the extracurriculars, the injury timeout, and, you know, we'll see what Glassboro is able to do on this drive, up 37-8, and we would assume they keep it on the ground game.
You know, yeah, one more score gets that running clock going, and it's quite a game. I mean, here we go. Oh, look, in at running back is Xavier Sebb. Can he punch it in? He's right there. They're at the goal line. He's in. Touchdown once again, Glassboro. Sabb's second touchdown, one through the air, and now he got one on the ground.
Yeah, looking at another look. Xavier Sabb just started on that left side, came back up the middle, just kept on going. Got an extra push actually from the Blue Devils jersey. Just couldn't bring him down. Xavier Sabb too strong, doing what he does best. He's been doing it all season. There's a reason why a lot of schools want him to be on their roster in 2 years.
And it's crazy when you look at it like this, like how different some sectional champions make each other look, because like these are two teams that have the same championship from two different sections at the same group level, and then Glassboro, look what they're doing out here.
Yeah, Xavier Sabb just keeps the chain moving for Glassboro, and it marks off an impressive game as the PAT is good.
Butler or Cedar Grove is going to have their hands full with this Bulldogs team.
There are more extracurriculars after the play.
Man.
That looked like there was
and
a
JoJo
late
Jalise is slightly shaken up there. And more flags coming up. Let's see what the deal is here.
Oh.
My goodness.
Yeah. Some real activities.
Everyone's trying to calm it down here.
Yeah, just got to calm your emotions. If you're both sides for Glassboro and Burlington City.
So we'll take a quick break here while all the refs sort things out right here in the Group 1 semifinal.
Too big for us to work on.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Mandelbaum Barrett press box here. Extracurriculars galore going on right now with Glassboro and Burlington City. 4:02 to go. The clock is still moving now because the running clock is in effect. So even though it's on the kickoff.
Yeah, just, you know.
So look at this. Glassboro is about to do a kickoff from the Burlington City 30. I've never seen this.
Oh my God, just things you've never seen.
Aren't you allowed to do a drop kick and kick it into the goalpost? Isn't that a rule? You can kick a dead kick into the goalpost, I believe. They could try. I'd try the field goal if I'm them. If they could score 3 off of this, they should do it. Look, he's putting it straight through.
He's trying it.
Oh, it's just short right there from Sal Escrow.
Oh my God, that would have been insane. We've seen it all here in Glassboro, and now, like we've said, it's a running clock, 3:17. But just for Glassboro, just keep your calm, be collected, get into next week healthy, where you have a state final to try and win.
That would have been a set place 40-yarder for Escrow if he was able to put that one through.
Yeah, and Glassboro taking out the starters.
So now 2:48 remaining. The clock keeps on ticking. Nothing's going to stop it.
Yeah, and just Burlington City, I mean, you know, just been a tough night all game, and just emotions.
Some tough injuries for them, yeah,
emotions
of course.
got the best out of them.
It's their last game, so I want to shout out the Burlington City seniors while I have a chance to do so. They're on a great career. They're sectional champions at the end of the day. They didn't win tonight, but this is still the seniors went out with a sectional championship.
They did.
They did. And that's something that you can't take from them. And there's no timeout, but during the timeout, I'll use my chance here. Javen Raspberry, of course, the senior, the one lone touchdown scorer for Burlington City today. And then even more, you know, Carmelo Thompson, again, a senior on this squad. You hope he's all right. Thoughts and prayers go up to him. Caleb Hilton Ingram, a senior tight end linebacker, scored a 2-point today, pass deflection. Dante Davis, 2,000 yards in a season, the senior. Got hurt today, a little banged up there, didn't come back in, but again, phenomenal career. They all end with a sectional championship. Zaire Thomas, the senior DB. You got Chase Knock, the senior running back. Malachi Sadler, the all-around gadget that they use, one of their most all-purpose weapons on offense. In the return game, on defense, extremely valuable player. Michael Marshall on the D-line. Delconte Lincoln on the offensive line, a two-way guy for this Burlington City squad. Caleb Tumsuden, again, one of their old linemen, paving the way for Dante Davis all season long. And last but not least, Malachi Ferranto, another one of their senior old linemen on the squad. You got to give a shout-out to Burlington City there. A sectional championship team, you can't take that from them.
Great class, great season for this Blue Devils side, as, again, Glassboro's defensive line just still standing strong, and they brought in the reserves too. They want to finish this on a complete note.
Glassboro hasn't lost a game in over a year. They're undefeated this year. They won the state championship last year, and they're going back to the state title game this year.
Yeah, they are a strong group.
Here's the handoff right there, and I'm not quite sure. I know that's Tavion Miller, but he almost lost it. I wasn't quite sure. That's going to be a tackle by number 33, Rasan Prewitt.
Very confused up here. I mean, I don't know what happened on there, if he was faking a handoff or didn't get it off cleanly. But either way, it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Burlington City, where now a minute left in this game as Glassboro will head to either Rutgers or Meadowlands next weekend to take on the winner of Cedar Grove and Butler.
Yeah, with 50 seconds left, I might as well give one last update on the Cedar Grove-Butler game. It's tied 21-21, Cedar Grove and Butler with 8 minutes to play.
Great game. Yeah, and
Butler has the ball with 9 minutes left, but that one is tied, ladies and gentlemen.
that was a strong tackle there by Glassboro, and this game is going to run out here in Glassboro, New Jersey, with Glassboro Bulldogs punching their ticket to the Group 1 state final.
The Bulldogs are an unreal squad. They deserve it. They haven't lost a game in over a year, and that won't end now. The Glassboro Bulldogs are going to the Group 1 state championship game, where they will play either Butler or Cedar Grove. They played Cedar Grove last year. This year, we'll have to wait and see. The game is currently tied in the 4th quarter, but this Glassboro team, they deserve it. They showed out all day long. They're incredible.
Yeah, this Glassboro team deserved their ticket. They deserved their ticket to the final. 2 impressive sides. One had to have their season end. It was Burlington City in the end, but got to tip their hats off to them. They had a great season, came up with a great fight here, but Glassboro showing why they're a powerhouse in South Jersey. They won it all last year, and they're 12-0 now, 13-0 on the season.
They're an unreal program. They only allowed 5 points. They only allowed points to 5 teams all year. They've scored, again, 35 in every game. They've averaged 44 there. Had a 29-point second half. Unreal. They turned it on, completely came away. But I'm Connor Cupin, alongside my color commentator Max Fountain, my producer George White, my camera operator Luca Barahona. Any last words, Max, before we send it off?
Just, we'll see the outcome of the Butler and Cedar Grove team, but good luck to Glassboro next week in the Group 1 state final. And for Burlington City, great fight, great season. A lot to be happy about this season. And I also hope that, gotta hope for them that their injured player's okay in the hospital.
One last prayer for Carmelo Thompson. And I'm Connor Cupin saying so long for Big State Sports right here from Marvin Slomsky Stadium. Glassboro wins 44-8.
By Barr for Glassboro.
So now here's the first play of the scrimmage. Jack O'Connell, the quarterback, gives it up right there. Sab, and what a run! First play, breaks right ahead, dragged down by Donato Pero. Yeah, but look at that run. Pull this one off. This one's a pitch outside. There is, in fact, 2 flags coming. And on top of the 2 flags, I don't believe he got there either.
I don't think he did. I think Burlington City stopped there with.
They've got the tight end Caleb Hilton Ingram, dealing like an extra old lineman every play, and this time they do give it to Davis, but he's crushed immediately. My goodness, what a stop. Number 21. First 10, O'Connell, hands off, Barr up the middle. Barr bounces it outside, still on his feet, breaks it out, upfield he goes. Look at this run, Devon Barr. Incredible play right. Once again, Sab up the middle. He's going to find the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The first points of the game with a minute 13 remaining in the direct snap. Amari Sab breaks it outside. Can he get to the end zone? He might have reached over the plane, and they give it to him. He's got the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Sab got him.
Here's Shancy looking deep. Once more, no one's in the area. It's picked off. Amari Sab follows the ball.
Here on the run.
They're going to go play action here. Going deep, trying to find Makai Parker in double coverage. That would jump ball. It might be intercepted. Let's see. Malachi Sadler's got it, and that's huge for Ace.
They've been doing that all game, and they've watched the film. They've seen what they've been doing, and to be able to, this is their system, and it's just not working for the Blue Devils.
I believe it's the number 54 of Ryan Dispenza on the sideline there, and Dante Davis up the middle, trying to find some room to go, but he can't.
No, and that was Devon Barr on the stop.
Everyone spreads out, rollout. He's got pressure already. Shancy gets rid of it, and that one ends up. Is it a pick? What an interception, if that is. But he has to run out of there, and he tries and throws it. No one's in the area. They're going to drop an intentional grounding flag. The whole crowd wants it. The entire crowd wants it, but they're not going to get it. Let's take a look at that one again.
Game.
And here is Sabb once again. He's got the room, and Amari Sabb's in the end zone, so they do get the points. But there's a flag. There's a flag. Let's see what they call 4th and 10. Here's O'Connell getting pressured immediately. Dumps it off into the middle. It's Sabb. Can he find the end zone? And it's DeLise actually.